Powered by Citizens Bank and Trust, High Neighbor, and 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Register now at 1045ESPN.com.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Big year. I'm starting middle school.
Welcome to the jungle, Missy.
Best part? My parents promised me a new laptop.
Perfect for homework, essays, and drudgery.
So we went to Staples. They had all the latest tech, and laptops were up to 40% off.
Woo! Another back-to-school budget saved by Staples Easy Button.
Mom high-fived the cashier. So embarrassing.
Staples.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. NC 23, select models only.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, August 14th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect some possible rain in the afternoon with a high of 93 in hour one of today's show. We'll look at the top position battles for the LSU Tigers in fall camp. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester,
Yep, got it. 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge here on this Thursday morning. Jake Flynn, Alondra Taylor, the gang is all here with you. That's more like it. The energy when I walked in here was a little low. We had a little Grim Reaper hood on over there. You weren't saying a whole lot.
Well, we were
Glad
focused.
to see you back.
We were focused over here.
What are you doing?
I get about 15 to 20 minutes every morning to study sports. Get ready. But today I wasn't. I was kind of locked into the sports card game over here this morning.
What are you doing over there?
Listing a few cards, Then we had about 25 cards that we sent in about 3 months ago. Got the grades back yesterday. So just going through them, licking my wounds a little bit.
Yeah.
We got some good stuff. We got some surprising grades, a little disappointing. But that's okay. It's how it goes. That was our first submission to PSA.
Yeah, they're
and it's exciting. They do this cool little reveal thing.
It's exciting unless you get a 6.
Got a 6 on one. Actually, no, I got a 6 on 3 of them. I don't know what's up.
Not
I don't know
funny.
if there was a booger on it or what. But
Yeah.
some. Yeah. It's funny.
Maybe the
but it's not
grader is
funny.
a Florida fan.
Maybe so.
You ever think about that?
No, I didn't think about that one. Did not think about that one. Certainly not a Lad McConkey fan.
Doesn't like Ladarius, huh?
Or Bucky Irving. Hates him.
Can y'all think of a company that is the leader in what they do? They're the leader. And they have 3-month turnaround times. And everybody's like, okay, cool.
Yeah. 3 to 4, really.
And
then, think about it.
And then you can pay money to send a card that can be devalued by what they say.
Yes. And if it gains value, this is what I've recently learned that they do. They say, hey, you send this card in.
Mm-hmm.
This is
you paid a price.
There's a value of that card that you're sending in.
Right.
Let's just call it $1.
Right.
So you pay this service for this card that's worth X amount of dollars. And you pay for it and you send it in. And it can get devalued if it's a bad grade. But if it's a good grade, they're like, now that we've put this really good grade on it, the value of your card is worth more now. So you have to pay us more because the value is worth more. How about that?
How is that even like something they can do?
Yeah, so like there's
you
like
sent
these
this
tiers.
card, you paid a price.
Yeah.
Like we appreciate your payment, but we value this one. We're going to give it a good grade. But if you want it back, you got to pay me more.
Yeah. So like I'll give y'all a very this is what Jake and I did. We paid like an expedited fee for some cards. And let's just say it was $20. Actually, no, it was like $50 for the rush.
Right.
Like, okay, well now, great. It was agreed to price, $50. Cool, great. Well, we gave it a really good score. Now it's worth X amount of dollars, so you owe us like $100 more. What?
How about that?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it for like the insurance? To ship it back to us?
No, it's just because they know you want your card back.
Yeah,
because they gave it a good grade.
Seems a little fishy.
It does.
You would think they'd give them all good grades so they can just double all the prices.
Some are saying
they wouldn't just give you 3 6s.
Ooh, market the beast, huh?
Oh well, I didn't even think about that.
Wow. Well, need to move away from you. You feel like you have some bad luck here today. Alondra, how you doing today?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's the end of the week. Did AFR again yesterday. Had a lot of stuff I had to do this week, so getting to the end of the rope. But it's Friday. Or no, it's not. It's Thursday.
Oh, no.
I just ruined my life.
Oh, no.
It's okay. I can make it through today and tomorrow. I have to do AFR again tomorrow, but it's fine.
Oh, on a Friday?
Yeah.
On a Friday.
Dude, AFR on a Friday is brutal.
Yeah, no doubt.
Actually,
I have to do an afternoon show on Fridays.
I had to do it for Paul last Friday.
I do it every week, and let me tell you, it doesn't get better. Every week, I'm like really upset that it's Friday afternoon, and when I leave here, you are like all of you are typically done.
Yeah.
And I know I've got 3 more hours.
Yes, like I'm okay with it, kind of. I don't love that I'm going to be here until like almost 7 p.m. on Friday, but it's a relatively easy show compared to like the other ones because Terrio comes in. So it's just 2 hours of Riot Radio hour. So it's not as much, but it's still.
I hear it returns. I don't know where it goes, but I always hear that it returns.
What?
The Riot Radio hour.
Yeah, I don't know where it goes
I don't know where it goes, but I always hear it's returning.
Yeah.
So shout out to Terrio, by the way. He was a
Shout out
weekend
Terrio.
winner for hitting a baseball in the party animal situation.
Oh, he was he was your weekend winner.
He was.
Yeah, I actually saw that clip.
Update on my weekend winners, the guys that are rowing across the Atlantic, they're 175 nautical miles away from land.
Let's go.
But they've gotten like a bunch of different.
I bet their triceps are yoked right
Hopping.
now. Yeah.
But I
rowing.
mean, they were supposed to make it like a few days ago, but storm.
Look. Yeah, got to watch the weather.
Got to watch the weather.
Got to go
Especially
around
when
it.
your navigation is out because your boat tipped
capsized. Yeah. Wait, what was that?
That's what Moana does.
Oh.
To read the stars.
I've only watched it
where to go.
once. But
well, you don't have kids.
I don't.
I've seen it
lots and lots of
1,000
kids.
and once.
They're supposed to be on land on Saturday. So.
All right. Well, good luck to them.
I think that's crazy.
Good luck to them.
I've been locked in on the tracker.
Tay, was it yesterday you were dressed up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was yesterday you were all dressed up, all fancied up. We
nice.
thought maybe you'd change it up for us. Maybe you'd throw your hair a different way, but today you went with a hat.
Guys, I went with the hat, the shorts, and the tennis shoes. I mean, we are full hat. I'll be honest with you guys. I left my brush here yesterday.
Oh.
Do you have a brush that you carry to work?
Not normally. No, look, we had the quarterly meeting. I was like, I want to look nice. So I brought my brush in case I needed it, left it here. I only have one. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And it always stays at home.
You
So
a
I woke
brush
up
or a
this-
comb?
Yeah.
It's a brush.
Your brush?
But no, it was here. So if anybody needs one, Matt, any of you guys?
Yeah,
I'll need
definitely.
one.
I think we're probably going to wear a hat. If
Actually, I got a new
anybody
haircut
does.
last night.
Yourself?
Did it myself. Been cutting my hair for many, many moons.
Oh, man, you went close,
Okay,
Bo.
Prison Break.
All right. I like that.
I like it.
It's just I got a big, white light on it.
Good show.
You do.
It's a number 1 all the way around.
All the way around.
All the
just
way around.
one.
Oh,
I used to try to do like a 1 on the side, 2 on the
Like
top.
a fade.
But then I was just like, what's the point? Let's just go. My wife likes me.
True.
Speaking of the wife.
What?
I wasn't ready for the Prison Break, and it's like with you with the gray hoodie on. I don't know. It feels right.
Speaking of wives.
Yeah, that's,
You look
Big
like
time.
that.
Big time update for you guys. We were talking about it yesterday. Guess what happened yesterday afternoon? I sat down, turned on Netflix.
you mowed the grass.
No, that was Monday.
Yeah.
Sat down,
Please.
put on Netflix, turned on a little Varsity Blues.
Oh,
and what happened?
yeah.
Victoria sat down and watched the entire 2 hours of Varsity Blues
No,
with me
she did.
for the first time ever.
And then after, what was her comments?
I think she was crying by the end of it. Big time. No, I mean, she said, Taylor, this is a very stereotypical sports movie. It's just like Friday Night Lights. And my response was, did you even watch this? They were the Permian Panthers on Friday Night Lights. This is clearly the West Canaan Coyotes.
Duh.
That's right.
Hello.
Yeah. I don't like that review. Don't like it one bit.
Hey, you know what? She took the time to watch it.
But
That's
guess
all I
what?
can ask
Friday
for.
Night Lights is a good movie. So
All I can
basically,
ask
she
for.
said it was a good movie.
Who was her favorite character? Tweeter?
I don't know, Billy Bob. She looked at Billy Bob.
Yeah, Billy Bob's
Well,
great.
yeah, R.I.P.
Rip.
R.I.P.
2 weeks away. Almost 2 weeks away from kickoff.
16 days.
16?
Cannot wait. I'm ready to see who number 14 on the
It's a big day.
OTB top 25
yeah.
poll is.
Yeah, today's
It's a biggie.
No, it's not me. It's
today's
you.
me. Yeah, so I thought,
It's
okay.
Jake.
Oh,
Well, you didn't do your prep?
Buddy, you don't think I've got a team ready to go? Absolutely. There's going to be, I think, 2 days that we will have to double up, though.
Okay.
I think there's 2 days we have to double up, so we'll get there.
Who gets 1? We done that math?
Nah, I haven't.
That's a lot of math.
That's a
two
lot
in
of
a row.
math.
That's a
13,
lot of
12,
numbers. That's a
11.
lot of counting fingers over here.
Oh, lunch got it. Look at her. She's on a roll. She's on a roll.
I actually get one.
All right. Speaking of.
Can we trust them, Matt? I don't know. But
I trust it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
trust it.
Should that be the day we double up?
We could, yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like once you get to one, everybody kind of know.
Yeah.
If you waited and held the top
so I'll
two.
have
True.
2, you'll have 1.
That'd be fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
We got it.
Smart.
We're good. Look at
Look
us.
at Tay-Tay.
One brain.
Guys, I'm good for
Cell.
something every now and then.
CT.
Not
Four
one brain.
people.
One brain cell.
Yes.
4 people. 1 brain
16,
cell.
Obviously, Craig Stelz.
3 hours.
Nobody, like 16.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Trey White wore 16, but I think of him as
No
18. Craig Stelz.
Craig
Right.
Stelz
Yes.
is who I think
Second,
of.
yeah.
Danny
Factual.
Edling.
Factual.
Stelz and Edling.
Yeah. I'll give an attaboy to Danny, but
Yeah, it's Craig
It's
Stelz.
Craig Stelz. He's an All-American on a natty team. Maybe we should cold call Stelz later today.
I'd be down.
We're going to get Etling on the show, too, this year. Just want y'all to know that.
It should probably be today.
Should have been today. Like you could have prepared.
I don't have that much forethought.
That's again one brain cell in the room, but it's united and it's a wolf pack. We'll take a break. Get it started when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right. Well, speaking of 16 days until kick, you still got time to plan your travel. And if you're planning that travel, you should go to the website ascend-travel.com because nobody does it better. You see it right there. They plan so you can fan. They get you to Clemson, South Carolina. They get you a hotel in Clemson, South Carolina. They get you to and from the game, which I think is like one of the best things ever because if you've ever been to an away game, you know how difficult that can be. Also, they get you access to exclusive tailgates. They take care of everything. Go to the website to check out those packages, ascend-travel.com.
Yeah, and Ascend Travel, they are proud partners of LSU Athletics. So, Forget the planning. Forget spending that time like looking up flights, looking up hotel reservations. All you got to worry about is how much purple you're going to wear, what kind of face paint you're going to put on. So your hotel, your ground transportation, tickets, tailgate, all that stuff taken care of. Ascend-travel.com.
Surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered.
Yeah. You know what? I like the players. No dickity, no doubt. Play on, play out.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
Drop the verse.
It's going down, fade to Black Street. The homies got at me, collab creations. Bump like agony, no doubt. I put it down, never slouch. As long as my credit can vouch, a dog couldn't catch me. Say out. Tell me who could stop with Dre making moves, attracting honeys like a magnet, giving them orgasms with my mellow accent. Still moving this flavor with the homies Black Street and Teddy, the original rough shakers.
Shutting it down, good lord. Baby got them open all over town.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge here on this RNB Thursday. Let's get the show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa,
She moved
where
the
hydration,
button.
vitamins, and a
She
summer-ready
moved the
glow
button.
are always on tap. Now, for starters.
She was so locked in, and I said, I've got her. There's no way she can turn around and get to that other screen and not have a fumble. She moved the button. Maybe she's got the one brain cell in the room, and we just kind of orbit around it.
It's not a bad theory. It's not a bad theory.
Something to think about. Yeah, you should also think about going to see our friends over at GoFlow IV Spa, GoFlowIV.com. You see it right behind me. You also see the number 225-953-8150. Go ahead, be prepared. It's hot, it's humid. Go ahead and be hydrated. And look, if you didn't get prepared maybe from the beginning, but you want to make sure that after a fun night you feel like yourself, go ahead and go see them, and you won't be disappointed.
Yeah, it's like the immediate, fast-acting way to just feel better. So if you're a little under the weather right now, if you're a little, you got a little tummy ache, whatever it is, go see them. IV Therapy, go to their website, see their list of services, their menu of IVs, what all you can do, and it is fast in and out. GoFlowIV.com.
All right, our guy Hunt Palmer continues to do great work over on LouisianaSports.net. I know he has put an article out there calling 3 fall position battles. It is safety, it is right guard, and backup quarterback, but I want to stay really with the safety position because we talked about it yesterday in length. It's one that, LSU just hasn't been themselves in the defensive backfield. Now, Brian Kelly's first year, they pieced together a group from all over the place that it really worked. And it's one of the reasons you got to the SEC championship game. And you had Greg Brooks and Bernard Converse, and you had mix and match, and you paired that with some of the guys you recruited out of high school. But since then, it's really been just razor thin. Like, you've had some guys, but if anybody got hurt, it was bad. And you also had some guys, let's call it, they were just not consistent. Former 5-star athletes that you counted on, you thought they were going to continue to develop, they kind of stayed in the same place. This year, right now, this group reminds me of Brian Kelly's first year at LSU. You look at Tamarcus Cooley coming over from NC State, A.J. Halsey, somebody that Taylor talks a lot about coming over from Houston. You got Jackson coming over from Florida. Delane obviously coming over from Virginia Tech. Now we're talking safeties and corners here, but I'm just talking about as a DB unit. You pair that with the Ashton Stamps. Gilbert's coming back for another year. Now, we didn't know at the time he played injured all season long last year, and you're hoping he can raise his level of play. You pair that with Toviano and Spears, some guys that have been here before. DJ Pickett, kind of an alien out there. You're like, that guy is
I can't wait to see him work.
Young. And he does not look like he's a true freshman. So it feels like you are getting back to where you need to be because you haven't been there. You just haven't. It is what it is. That position group,
this position group
you've
just
squeezed
screams,
it as hard as you can to try to get as much as you can, but this one
just
feels
screams depth
better.
too. Right? Taylor's talked about it from the practice report. It's hard to tell which ones are leading the way and starting because they so much rotation. So, the depth and that safety position is going to be, at an all-time crucial high this year. We have to have good safety play because of the versatility you're going to face all season from the jump, from game one, from seeing Cade Klubnik. You're going to have great safety play, great safety discipline, eye awareness, being able to be shot out of a cannon to attack a quarterback that's trying to run, because you will face versatile, mobile, dangerous quarterbacks that can beat you with your arm, so you have to be good in pass coverage. But they have that second element that they can take off, they can scramble, they can do these quarterback-called runs, that they have that other element with their legs, with their feet, that they can beat you, they can break a defensive's back. When a defense is playing well, things are going great, there's this other element that a quarterback can take off running, and it can break a defensive spirit. You can break their back when the quarterback continues to do that, make these first downs. So safety is going to be incredibly important this year. You have to, and it's from game one, man. The safeties, Harold Perkins, are going to be a huge key to beating Clemson and making a run and being able to beat all these teams that have these mobile quarterbacks.
One of the things that people don't talk enough about when you start talking about the safety position, obviously, playing in coverage is a big part of what you do. But I love what you say there about the mobile quarterbacks, because these safeties are going to have to be able to be as good in the run game as they are defending the pass. Mm-hmm. They are just going to have to be. When you look at LSU's schedule, and it starts from the very get-go against Cade Klubnik, Lenore Sellers, John Mateer, all these quarterbacks that you're going to play this year, they have the ability to run the football. We're talking about guys that have rushed for over 500 yards in a season in college football.
Yep.
We're talking about a John Mateer who ran for 800 yards. Diego Pavia, who can really – because when you played him last year, he was kind of injured all throughout the back end. I forget which defensive lineman fell on top of him, and it kind of changed the way that he was having to play. He still made a couple of plays, but he's going to be fully healthy when you play him this year. If you go back and you watch when LSU has struggled against running quarterbacks, a lot of people want to point to the linebacker position.
Yeah.
It's really been the safety position.
Sure.
And maybe at some point today, maybe when we come back, I want to pull up some of Milroe's long runs and show you what we're talking about with the safeties, right? Getting too far into the mix and not really playing their technique and not playing their responsibility as well.
Yep. Yeah, it's about gap. When we say gap responsibility, when we talk to defense about defensive line, that's usually who that is focused at. People that are trying to stop the run. And so you're like, a lot of the times defensive tackle, your job's not to make the tackle. Your job's to plug holes and make a running back bounce or have to bounce backside or cut and run them into linebackers. Well, when you're talking about quarterbacks, it gets a lot of the same. Like a lot of time gap responsibility is linebackers and safeties of just taking up an area. Quarterbacks run, when they scramble, they run to open grass.
Yeah.
Like I see grass. They don't have a running back mentality of, okay, there's only one guy there. I can go and try to make a miss. It's I'm trying to pass, and if I see grass, I go. But if that grass is taken, like if there's a safety there in where he's supposed to be, or in a responsibility in an area, it's not going to be like, all right, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, they're covered. Okay, let me run to this one safety and see if I can juke him.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
But running backs, to your point, like that's how we're taught. We're kind of taught, to attack the safety and then at the last minute either, make a move or just try to go through them.
Yeah, so it's just being sound and disciplined. And by, I kind of get excited when Taylor's talking about the reps. I know a lot of people want to see, all right, I want these 2 guys in there getting all the reps. But like depth is such a crucial thing on defense. And to know that we have DBs like that, that we have a lot of DB and the rotation, this defense screams depth at me. And I think that is a really, really, really positive thing because of the gauntlet of running quarterbacks that we're going to face.
Yeah, if you roll out there, you've got A.J. Halsey, you got Tamarcus Cooley as your starting safeties. You pair that with Harold Perkins at the star position, and then you talk about the backups that you would have available. Jordan Gilbert, who obviously has started a ton of games in the Southeastern Conference. Toviano had to play a ton last year. Spears had to play at the end of last year. That's the depth that we're talking about. I mean, even Joel Rogers is somebody that got a chance to play in the bowl game. That's another depth piece there for the defensive backfield that you just have not had in recent memory.
Yeah, and let me tell you, if there's a weakness that I saw in Cade Klubnik's game, so if Cade Klubnik has a clean pocket, if he knows where he's throwing the ball, if there's a guy running, he doesn't miss. And like a deep ball down the sideline, he doesn't miss like a lot of guys, they'll overthrow it, throw it out of bounds, underthrow it. Like he's going to give his guy a chance to make a play. It might not be perfectly over the outside shoulder, catch him in stride, but he gives his guy a chance. The weakness that he had was he misread multiple times throughout the season, misread the safety's leverage, misread his angles, misread his speed. He was not good at catching safeties and reading them in pass coverage. Now, it didn't hurt him that much last year because safeties did not make a play on it.
Yeah.
Now there's more, like you can go through and watch Cade Klubnik highlights. He had probably 3 or 4 touchdown passes, long touchdown passes that should have been interceptions.
Yeah.
The safety just went through his hands, or he misread it, misjudged the throw. But I can tell you, it was a bad read on Cade Klubnik's part. So I'll give you an example. Like there's a guy running a deep post. There is a safety there to cover it, and he just doesn't read that the safety's there, and so he throws it. The safety pretty much like falls down, catches a touchdown. There's another one where he's throwing a seam. He throws a seam route, and the seam is basically the number 2 receiver, who's a slot receiver, running down the seam. It's either the numbers or in between the numbers and the hash. He's not the outside receiver. He's running a go route from the inside. He misreads the safety. and doesn't see the leverage. He throws the seam route, and the safety should have had a really easy interception, but for whatever reason, he runs downhill at it, and then it goes over his head. He just misplays it.
Yeah.
Boom, 60-yard touchdown pass. So if there's one thing that is a weakness of him in the passing game, it is reading safeties. So not only will they be important for stopping his run and limiting what he can do on his feet and those first downs on 3rd and long that he can pick up from scrambling around, but I believe our safeties will get an opportunity to make a game-changing play at some point in the game by making an interception on a poor read by Cade Klubnik.
That is certainly the hope. It is a unit that you need more. You need more production from. It is a unit that you attacked hard in the transfer portal. You brought in veteran players that have played in other places, in the ACC, in the Big 12, and let's see if it can translate to the SEC. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyota.batonrouge.com. If you are buying new, if you are leasing, if you are renting, they are ready for you. If you're buying a new vehicle, go check out what they have over on the lot. Something for everybody, no matter what it is, no matter how big your family is, no matter what your needs are, they're going to be able to help you out because they've got something for everybody. But not only when buying new, when leasing, they've got everything. Everything you buy new, you can lease. Everything you can buy new and lease, you can rent. You don't find that anywhere else. And also the per-day rental prices are beyond competitive. They are the best prices you'll find out there, much better than those big box rental car places that you see advertised all over the place. So go check out All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
Yeah, if it's that time, you're in the market for whether it's a brand new car, a used car, maybe you want to get like a long-term lease on a car, go check them out. You can go on their website, see exactly what is on the lot right now. Start your trade-in process with your current vehicle right there, All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
We came up with the idea of auctions in August. Gulf Coast Bank does all the work. We display the item. We prominently feature it in social media on our website.
For the first time, it's going down history, baby. New 3-6 Mafia, featuring 8-Ball and MJG, Young Buck. It's a Tennessee thing. We gotta stay. Till I die, I gotta stay. Till I die, I gotta stay.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN.
Is this R&B?
We from the get-go, we said we're going to have a little bit more of a hip-hop theme to R&B.
So is this R&B?
Oh, yeah, I said
All right.
I was going to add some hip-hop in
a little
it.
mixture.
I was listening to this yesterday, and it
Banger.
got me so lit.
It is.
You'd pay attention to your teammates. You know that, bud.
I just wanted the people to know who might be wondering. I mean, it's world famous that we do R&B on Thursday. So
You joke. I swear a lot of people actually come up to me and talk about R&B Thursday.
So I needed to explain to them.
We're doing R&B adjacent.
R&B adjacent. I like that.
Last year, for what it's worth, against the Clemson Tigers, TaMarcus Cooley, when he was at NC State, played in Clemson, played 19 snaps, graded out at 70%. So, not bad.
Not bad. So we're experienced.
And I don't know. I have to go back and check out. I know from the beginning of the season he was a rotational player, and then after the Clemson game is when he became a full-time starter. So the Clemson game, and I bring that up in the way that I did because he showed them something in that game that he went from playing in the first, against Tennessee, 14 snaps, against Louisiana Tech, 14 snaps, against Clemson, 19, and then it went 74, 44, 58, 42, 49, 59, and continue on, down that trend. So there was something.
Yeah. Taylor, you made a really good point at the break, too.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What
do you say?
Well, no, you were talking about depth. You said this
Hey,
safety room. No, I know. You were talking about depth in the safety room. And my point was, oh, yeah, you got guys trying to fight for second-team reps who you had to start a year ago. Jordan Gilbert had to start basically the entire year at safety. Yeah, he's playing star right now at practice. He's basically not even in the safety rotation. Sean Spears had to start. Last year, you were begging for JV and Toviano to get healthy to go help you at safety. And right now, he's working with the second team.
Yep.
I mean, there's your depth right there. Your starters from a year ago, right now, are backups on this team.
Which speaks to the point of the depth, which speaks to the point of how well they did in the transfer portal, the weaknesses they saw in the team from a personnel standpoint. Even though last year we all feel like from a talent standpoint, they outplayed the hand they dealt from a talent standpoint because of the mentality, because of the culture that Blake Baker has brought to that defense. Guys, we talked about the Weeks brothers, like the energy that they bring, the leadership that they have. So it's going to be exciting to see what they do with a little bit more talent in some of those places.
Tate, I'm going to throw this one right back to you because you've been out at practice a ton. You've been able to kind of see a lot of position battles that we've talked about kind of play out. What about corner?
I mean, I think it's Ashton Stamps and Mansour Delane. Like if the season started today, those are your guys. There's a heavy rotation, but Stamps hasn't left the field a ton when it's been the ones. Like I appreciate that because I think that team that group needs a leader, and he's a 3-year player. Will be his second full year starting. He started a decent amount as a freshman as well. And there's actually a couple of people in the chat saying, Well, Stamps was awful last year, and reports are he's getting burned at practice. Okay. He's getting burned in the one-on-one clips that you see against Xavion Thomas and Berrien Brown.
Misleading.
That is so slanted towards the
so
offense.
misleading.
There's no pass rush.
Yeah,
It's
just like
literally one-on-one.
if a
They're
running
gonna run
back
until they're
if a
open.
running back loses one-on-one pass rush against a linebacker, I'm not really going to hate on him too much.
Yep.
It's like that's kind of slanted towards the linebacker.
Like I think Stamps has done a good job. I mean, I thought.
But like even if he's not though, like to your point earlier, like even if he's not, let's say that he half steps into this season, like you do have some guys now that are fighting to try to get on the field. Like you bring Jackson in from Florida,
And Jakeem Jackson's had a good fall camp.
and,
He's looked good.
and DJ Pickett at some point in this season is going to be ready for a bigger role. Now he's a freshman, true freshman. We get that, but at some point you'll see him start to play more and more. It's going to be 7 snaps, 11 snaps. 20 snaps, like that's going to continue to grow with the ones.
And so, yeah, to that point, I want to know, because this is college football. We're not facing 12, 21 personnel a lot. So we're going to be in a lot of nickel. Which, Alondra, what is nickel defense? What's our personnel? How many DBs?
5.
5. How many linebackers?
I don't know.
How many defensive line?
So you have 5 DBs. You have
6. 4.
4 defensive
I'm like
linemen.
6.
How many linebackers?
I don't know.
Think about it. All right, 5 DBs.
Yeah.
4 defensive linemen. That's how many?
9. So
how
2.
many?
Two. There you go. All right. So, yeah, normally in base, we're 4 DBs, 3 backers, 4 D-line. In nickel, 5 DBs, 2 linebackers. So we will be in nickel a lot. And I believe that you said Delane is dropping down to the nickel for the most part.
He has a little bit.
Okay. So, a little bit. All right. So, but when
they'll
he
rotate like 3 or 4 guys.
When he drops in, who can we expect? Is DJ Pickett coming in as the other corner?
It's been kind of a mixture of Pickett and Jackson.
Okay.
It really just depends on the day. Like, honestly, Matt, outside of Ashton Stamps, there's a heavy rotation.
I got you. Okay, yeah, so that is something to really watch for, because to Jake's point about DJ Pickett, he looks the part. He is a true freshman. He is going to get an opportunity to be I would like to see because I would bet that we play the highest percentage of our defensive personnel will be nickel versus Clemson. They're bringing their top 3 receivers back from last year.
Yeah, they don't really know who the running back is right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're not going to. I mean, they'll be in 12, 21 a little bit, but for the most part, they're going to be in 11 personnel.
Right.
So we will be in nickel for the most part. So I want to really hone in on who's going to be that lockdown nickel guy, because that nickel guy is so important. You got to be good in the run. It's basically like a little bit more faster, quicker, athletic safety at that point, because you have to be good in the run at nickel, and you have to be able to cover. And right now, the way offenses are going, you got to be able to cover everybody, because they're dropping Z's into the slot, they're dropping your X's into the slot, your bigger, like it's not the traditional just small, quick guy.
Right.
It is every type of pass catcher in the nickel. So I'm very interested in that. And then once one of those starting corners drops in the nickel, who's that third guy rotating in?
Well, so I was telling you, Gilbert's not taking a ton of reps at safety anymore. He's kind of that second team star behind Perkins. Maybe he's that guy.
Yep.
Still
trying to figure out the star position.
Like what it is.
What about?
Oh, what it is. What is it?
Linebacker safety hybrid.
Yeah,
honestly.
it is.
Okay, for what?
It is more of. Is going to be more of, like when you talk about nickel, like
Everyone just throws star around like they know what they're talking about.
No, I'm saying that when
it's
like
nothing. We never called anybody at any level of sports. We never called anybody the star.
Well, in
Just want
college,
y'all to know that.
right? In college football, like it's in vogue. You know, and you know how that goes. Like
It's
some
in
people call
vogue
it
for
a
who?
joker, for college football,
For press and fans,
no,
or
for
actual
college,
football people.
Actual college football. You're seeing that position, and so like instead of having a corner / safety at like what you would consider maybe a nickel position, it's now kind of morphed into a safety / linebacker, athletic linebacker, because teams were trying to take advantage when you had the 190-pound corner playing nickel. They'd run whatever run concept they want to right at that position. Teams are trying to have somebody that's obviously more solid in the run game, but can also cover at that position.
Okay.
So when you're talking about 5 DBs.
So you're just talking about safety. Got it.
I mean, sure, but it's like a linebacker size. It's a 220, 225-pound player now. Like Devon Keys last year played a ton of star. So it's a linebacker size because you're trying to set the edge a little bit. You're trying to be better in the run game.
Okay. It's either safety or linebacker, whatever you want to call it.
Why can't you have both?
It's not a position.
Why can't you have both?
Star's not a position. You can't. I mean, it's a safety or a linebacker. What do you identify as?
But we played like we talked nickel Sams like in the NFL.
Okay, 'cause they're a nickel, they're a DB.
Yeah, but the Sam part is
it just denotes his position on the field.
Right. But there was nickel Sams that were bigger, like tweener kind of guys.
As a nickel.
Maybe the what'd you play in? The NFC North?
Most of the teams.
Yeah.
I played on most of the NFL.
Well, that's fair. But the NFC North, maybe they shouldn't have it, man. Maybe you're so used to Urlacher and Lance Briggs and that style of defense, the old Tampa 2. Maybe they didn't have it.
I don't know. On a Super Bowl team.
Don't shoot the messenger.
I played with, let's see, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. Played with all those guys. No stars.
Denver could have used Brian Dawkins late in his career as like kind of a star.
Okay. So he's a safety?
Sweet visor.
So he's a safety?
Bigger.
Or was he a linebacker?
He was a star.
It's not a position.
Should we get Blake to maybe give a definition of a star?
I mean, honestly, I think a lot of people would kind of like that.
Okay. All right. We'll see if we can get an answer back before we get out of here.
And then Blake, so is it a safety? Or is it a star? Or is it a linebacker?
ChatGPT, your favorite.
Yep.
This is what it has to say about the star position.
Okay.
Most often used in college football defenses, especially in the SEC, to describe a player who lines up over the slot receiver but is also responsible for run support and blitzing.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it's a safety.
It's almost like my brain and ChatGPT are in the same
I hear the
wavelength.
words that you're saying. There's no reason to make up a new position. It's not going to say star in the program. It's going to say safety or it's going to say linebacker.
Who hurt you this
I'm just saying.
Is it PSA?
Okay, and what's really funny is like it's especially in the SEC, which just means that SEC media people made this up to call it something.
I think coaches call it that too.
One of our listeners in the chat's pretty good comp here. Harry Coleman was kind of a star type player back in 2007. What was Harry Coleman?
Safety.
Was he?
I think
he's a star.
What was Cam Chancellor? What did it say in the program?
Legion of Boom that you always call
pretty sure
Boom.
It said strong safety. That's what a strong safety is. They're stronger. They can defend the run. That's why it's called a strong safety.
That's because he's to the strong side of the formation.
What's the free side?
The weak side.
Okay, that's the thing. It's a free.
Like
He's
Will
free
linebacker
goes strong and they drop.
The Will linebacker goes to the weak side, and the Sam goes to the strong side.
Oh, I get how that works. I understand. I dabbled.
The Mike's in the middle, kind of. You know.
I dabbled.
I didn't have you going off in the star position this morning.
Yeah, dude. Sit here. Teach me football, bud. Teach me.
I'm trying. You won't let me.
Let me know. How's it go?
Gosh.
Is it 11?
Me and ChatGPT are trying to tell you, and you're not listening to us. You're being hard-headed.
You always listen to ChatGPT.
Always. But when I say it.
I know what ChatGPT said. It's exactly what you said. I'm just saying it's a made-up position. It's a strong safety. It's just, okay, because he weighs 10 more pounds, it makes him a star?
Well,
that's
dumb. Perkins is listed as a linebacker in the program, so it's not always a safety.
He's a star? He's not a star. He's a linebacker.
That's what I'm saying, but you just said it was a safety.
I said he's either a safety or a linebacker. Okay, he's a linebacker, but he's 10 pounds weaker or 10 pounds lighter? I don't know. Got to be different. Got to put our stamp on things. Let's call this a different position. No, it's a linebacker or it's a safety.
So what would you call Harold Perkins?
Linebacker.
Even though he's
I'd say linebacker / defensive end.
Would you not call him a nickel?
No.
Well, why if he's over the slot receiver?
Well, linebackers go over the slot receiver as well. If it's mispersonneled. If you don't adjust personnel, then the linebacker goes. That's why it's a Sam. Then when the nickel comes in, it's a nickel Sam. It's not hard.
Or it's a
Let's
star.
not trying to be cool.
So what would you like to call Harold Perkins moving forward? I just want to
Linebacker.
He's a linebacker.
Okay.
What do you mean? What do I want to call him? He's a linebacker.
So-
when he's in the game, it's not nickel.
What is it?
It's base. He's a linebacker.
Do you think that Clemson, when Harold Perkins is in the game with both Weeks brothers, this is not rhetorical. This is just asking. I'm not trying to mansplain this situation to you. I'm putting it out there. When the Weeks brothers are in at linebacker, and Harold Perkins is also in the game, you've got a free, a strong, and 2 corners and 4 down linemen. You think they're going to call that base?
100%.
I don't think so.
With Harold Perkins and 2 Weeks brothers at linebacker,
I think they're going to call
they're
it
not
nickel.
going. Okay, here's a counterpoint to that calls BS on that. Do you not think the offensive line and offensive coordinator for Clemson in pass protection, when Harold Perkins is in the game with the Weeks brothers, say you have to account for Harold Perkins in your pass protection? We're going to go 4 down and Harold Perkins. 4 down, Harold Perkins. 4 down, Harold Perkins. Every time. Unless you see something that's so obvious and you need to change it to one of the Weeks brothers. They're not going to say, "Oh, he's a DB. We're gonna put the back on him. Leave him to the back. Get the Weeks brothers. The back will handle Harold Perkins if he comes off the slot." No. 4 down, Harold Perkins. 4 down, Harold Perkins.
You think every time?
It's base.
You think every time?
That's the starting point. I guarantee you it's the starting point for their pass protection.
When we come back, we'll break down the star position here on OTB.
Off the bench.
That's good.
Oh, I can't wait to get the actual definition from Blake a little bit later on today.
We got it. We know the definition.
No. From
It's
him.
a dumb.
From him, though. I want it from him. All right, go to russellpools.com. That's the website for Russell Pool Company. You can find a full list of services. Remember, it is from the very beginning until the very end, everywhere in between, and even after the end. When they're done with your pool, they are going to be there for the maintenance of your pool. When you go to the website, see what they can build in your space. They will build your dream pool in your backyard. Go check out the gallery of work, but also remember they're going to customize your pool to whatever you have envisioned in your brain. Go to russellpools.com.
Yeah, for over 50 years, Russell Pool is the name in Louisiana for high-quality pools. They are under new leadership right now, and they are doing a fantastic job. They will completely turn your dreams into reality. Go see them, russellpools.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions And learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
We came up with the idea of auctions in August. Gulf Coast Bank does all the work. We display the item. We prominently feature it in social media, on our website.
Yeah, this one right here goes out to all the babies, mamas.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
My baby is drama, mama. Don't like me. She be doing things like having the boys come from her neighborhood to the studio trying to fight me.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. From our guy Blake Miller inside the Bayou Ford chat. Let me find out, y'all took Tiger droppings personal, and that's a fake argument. Man, we actually love bringing up some of the great comments there about the show from Tiger dropping. So no, Matt just really doesn't like the star position definition. We found that out during the segment, during the break. Not something he's a fan of. So,
How did you know? How'd y'all figure that?
He's
going
to come up with his own name for what Harold Perkins plays this year, or whoever plays that position. Does it change if it?
I think it's funny that
if it's not Perkins and it's a safety, does the name change for you?
It's a nickel, man. It's a nickel
Goes from
personnel.
base to nickel.
It's so simple. Like, people try to make football complicated. It's funny that ChatGPT's definition said, "Oh, specifically in the SEC," which to me means that's fake football. It's a fake football position. It's in one conference in all of football. Got it.
Which team renamed all their defensive positions? Feel like it was Alabama or Ole Miss. I know Coach Saban used to have some that he'd rename. I'm not sure about Ole Miss. There's one out there that's got like positions called like Banshee and like Joker and all kind of positions. I'll find it before we get out of here today, but we'll be back. Hour number 2, OTB.
Off the Bench.
Can't wait to go over that list of all those different names. I know you're going to be a big fan of that. Go to yourgoodwood.com. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Bottom right corner, you can book your consultation. Remember, you do not need to live life with fear or embarrassment. They can help you out. If you've got an issue, they can help you get to the bottom of it. But they can't do it if you don't reach out, if you don't book your consultation. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Because if you have a problem, well, go fix it. They're going to be able to help you feel like your youthful self once again. That number, 225-4GD-WOOD.
Yeah, go see them. Check out their website, or go book a consultation. Look, man, we got these bodies, and as we get older, things start to go wrong. You got to get a little checkup. You got to go see what's happening. And at Your Goodwood, they can tell you, they can fix you. Go see their list of their items, whatever they can do for you right there, yourgoodwood.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
We came up with the idea of auctions in August. Gulf Coast Bank does all the work. We display the item. We prominently feature it in social media, on our website, but we do it because it's the right thing to do for the community.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, August 14th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect possible rain with a high of 93 in hour 2 of today's show. We'll have the latest ranking in our OTB Top 25, and we'll give you an update on the New Orleans Saints quarterback battle. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
All right, welcome back in OTB hour number 2. Going to give you our next team in our OTB top 25. But before I do, would you like to go over Arkansas's defensive alignment? They go D-end, D-tackle, D-tackle, D-end, right? They also go Mac and Money as positions on their official depth chart.
Sure. How good are they?
Would you like to talk about Mac and Money?
No. Sounds like another name for either a linebacker or a safety.
So you don't want to go over Mac and Money.
Sounds like something you would like bring to a recruit's house and be like, you want to play our money position because you're so money? Like just a way to sound cool. And that guy and the kid and his parents are like, all right, what does that mean? Like what position are we playing? Then they got to explain to him, oh, it's like a linebacker. Oh, it's like a safety.
So no.
It sounds like. I mean, it sounds dumb.
Just wondering. Mac and Money.
So, like, I'd like to see, all right, Coach, that sounds great. What's a Mac and Money? And they're like, oh, it's a linebacker. They're outside linebacker. But we're going to ask them to do stuff in pass coverage. I'm like, okay. Sounds like a linebacker.
All right, he's getting all fired up again. All right, here is the OTB Top 25. A little quick recap before we get to the number 14 team. At 25, the Boise State Broncos. At 24, the Memphis Tigers. At 23, the Baylor Bears. At 22, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. At 21, the Tennessee Vols. At 20, the Iowa State Cyclones. At 19, the Texas 8-4 Aggies. At number 18, the Indiana Hoosiers. At 17, the Ole Miss Rebels. At 16, the Florida Gators. And at 15, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And coming in at number 14 on your list, the SMU Mustangs.
Woo! Keep it in Texas.
They make a playoff run a year ago. Double-digit win seasons, I believe 11 win seasons in back-to-back years. You look at what they have coming back, the most important position, and that is the quarterback position. Kevin Jennings comes back, redshirt junior. Tyler Van Dyke's also on this roster, so a nice kind of backup just in case scenario. Guys played a lot of football in a lot of different places. They lose some guys to Sunday. We know that. They lose their defensive tackles to the NFL. But they brought in 8 players through the portal on offense. They brought in 11 players, I believe, through the portal on defense, including 5 defensive tackles. So they lost a lot to the draft, but they bring in 5 guys with a lot of experience. They bring in multiple edge players as well, really trying to shore up the defensive front. They've got a tight end that, if healthy, in R.J. Maryland, that could be one of the best in the country. His dad, if you're a Cowboys fan, Russell Maryland. Okay, yeah, you remember that one? There you go, Tate. That one's for you. Flynn, you might remember that one. You're probably a Cowboys fan at the time. So, actually, defensive tackle.
Okay.
Miami?
Yeah, Miami. And actually, a couple years ago, Coach O said he's one of the best players he ever coached.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, like what age? Like this is Catholics versus convicts, like Miami?
Yeah, like around that time. Yeah. He was one of those '90s Cowboy teams.
Orgeron's first stint in Miami.
Yeah.
So R.J. Maryland is certainly somebody, if he can stay healthy, to pay attention to. I think SMU did a really nice job in the portal. I think Rhett Lashley is somebody that has felt disrespected this offseason. If you've heard him talk at all, he's kind of talked about where they're at as a program. And we could get to their ACC schedule. Look, their toughest games in the ACC are going to be at Clemson, Miami at home, Louisville at home. But I don't think they're going to be defined by that. I think they're going to be defined by 2 non-conference games in the state of Texas. Game number 2, they host the Baylor Bears. Game number 4, they play for the Iron Skillet against TCU on the road. So they'll get on a bus, they'll drive a couple of minutes, go play TCU, a rivalry game, one that means a lot. But I think their season's defined by those 2 games, because even if you go, let's say you split between Clemson and Miami, you win one of those games, you're great. You're in a good spot if you took care of business against Baylor and TCU.
Yeah, I'm looking at their schedule right now. So yeah, their biggest test, home versus Baylor, neutral rivalry. Where does that game get played? The Iron Skillet.
It'll be on campus at TCU.
Okay, because it says a neutral matchup.
No, it's going to be at Carter Stadium.
All right, fair enough.
Fort Worth, ball.
Yeah, I like the pick. Obviously, kind of the unsurprising surprise of last year was how good they were. But of course, like SMU has an endless amount of funds to spend in this new NIL world.
They got that old money, ball.
They've already proven that they're really good at it from back in the 80s. Was it early 90s?
80s. They set the standard.
They set the standard. I'd say we go back and give them those championships, because now that it's legal. But they've proven to be good at it. They got a lot of money over there, so it's no surprise that they are bringing in and have depth. The big concern for me, after watching them last year, watching them in the playoff versus Penn State.
Yep.
Their quarterback did not play well at all. He played well all season, and he was dynamic against weaker opponent.
If he converts that first 4th down, man. But he played good in the ACC championship game against Clemson.
Yeah.
But in the playoff game, you're right. Like, he had moments, and he didn't arise.
What happened was, he probably learned a lot, because he had some bad plays happen.
Yeah.
And then you could tell he started pressing.
Yeah, he did.
Started aiming the ball, stopped going through his reads, things like that. So I think a lot to learn from. But they stayed in that game. But he was kind of the reason of the downfall from that game. And I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, of course. But he just didn't play like he had all year. So if he can learn from that, and the next time that happens against a quality opponent, be able to like kind of dig back, think about that, and his mental reflection on what happened. Because it's all mental.
Yeah.
It's all between the ears at that point. It's not physical. That would be my one concern spot just from watching them for this team. But I like the ranking. I like them. 14. We got a lot of people from the Lone Star State right now, and more to come.
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be some teams when you do this exercise and it happens. There's going to be some teams that are going to get left out of your top 25. And whenever Tate puts out the graphic, there's going to be some people mad, just shaking their fist at us, yelling at the clouds.
Michigan's going to be left out of our
Michigan's
top 25.
going to be left out. I got pretty big confidence they're going to be left out.
Yeah.
I think they should be.
Unless you pick them. I'm not picking them.
I might.
They got some new quarterback.
We were talking about it on off campus. EJ and I, we were talking top 25, and that was a team where like, I don't know. I don't know that they right now. I don't know that they belong.
Is Memphis better than them?
Memphis has a little bit more proven at quarterback, and honestly, Silverfield's a really good coach.
Also, like
Michigan
lost Mason Graham, they lost Johnson, they lost Mullings, they lost like all the players that were kind of left over from that national
Donovan Edwards gone.
Yep.
So both running backs.
So the exercise to me on a preseason ranking is not trying to like pick who would win in like a head-to-head matchup between teams. It's trying to pick up based on schedule and where like their conference and all and the things that could happen. Is trying to like predict what it's going to look like at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on day one who's going to win Boise State and Michigan if they lined up against each other, but based on what could possibly happen, there's a lot of different ways to do this exercise. One could be just like, let's look at the lineup, let's look at the eyeball test, what we think could happen, or you try to predict what the end of the season, the 25 would look like. And I like trying to guess the end of the season ranking.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
So you think Michigan should be in the top 25?
I have no idea. I take it day by day, people. We're day by day. I told you I get here at 6:30. That's my 25 minutes to really track down.
Fair.
It's better than most.
Some say it is so.
So anybody opposed to SMU? Anybody want to play devil's advocate here?
I think this is right where they should be, especially with Kevin Jennings coming back. Like, it's tough for me to say this. I thought they were a little too quick on the trigger with Preston Stone last year, pulling him.
Yeah.
Like, he had 5 touchdowns, 1 pick when they pulled him. But that showed kind of the confidence they had in Kevin Jennings. He's coming back for another year. You're still going to have decent weapons with you. Like, you lose Bashard Smith at running back, which is a big part of your offense, but they got the money to replace it, as Matt Flynn has mentioned, that oil money. So I think they'll be fine.
Get that old Dallas money.
And in the chat, Bilbo mentions like they have endless money, air quotes, and they have Kevin Jennings at quarterback, which probably speaks to what they actually think about him, because they could have gone and
that's
bought somebody,
talking
right?
about with
they
last
love
year.
Kevin Jennings.
Like, Preston Stone was a multi-year starter at that program, named team captain before the season. They pulled him after 4 games because they felt that confident about Kevin Jennings. And hell, they made a run at the playoff.
Made the playoff. Almost won the ACC in their first year in the conference.
Almost beat the Pittsburgh Steelers of college football.
That's what we laid out yesterday.
It's factual.
So when we were predicting, you asked the other day who in the top 9 wouldn't make it at the end of the season in the top 25.
Yep.
I wanted to say Penn State, but I think that they'll end up in the top 25. I just think that it's going to be way lower than number 2.
Well, there's going to be a point of the season where they're going to be like, are they number 1?
Yeah.
They're going to make a run at this thing.
Yeah.
And then they'll finish it.
And at the end of the year, they're going to be another one. Guys, this isn't a disappointing finish if this is what they do every year.
Yeah.
What's the definition of insanity?
Yes.
That's Penn State.
So yesterday we had a guest on my afternoon show, and they were like talking Penn State, and finally I stopped them. I said, my guy, there's 5 people currently on this call right now, on this radio show, on this Zoom, connected in. I said, of the 5, 2 of us were born the last time Penn State won a national championship. I was 1 and Bobby was 3. We're old. We've lived,
You're a man.
We've lived through a couple things. We're over our Mike Gundy age.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you keep talking about Penn State, and what they've done and who they are. That's great. I'm 40 years old, and I was one the last time they won a national championship.
But they got a great culture, and they're respectable and good every year. They're just a little bit away from being great.
Fans show up. Credit to them. Whiteout's great.
Because everybody buys into it, and rightfully so. Everybody buys into the hype train that they could really make a run because they're talented, they're good, they're well coached, they got good culture, they win a lot of games. Just never the one that matters.
It's kind of like Ole Miss.
They beat SMU though.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
They almost beat Notre Dame. They just completed
this
pass
close.
to a receiver.
Just that close.
All they needed.
Which is going to be a struggle again this year, Jake.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Pittsburgh Steelers almost won their first round playoff game the last 5 years. They're well coached though, good culture, respectable.
They do have that.
I know.
Yeah, all those things. Yeah.
I said the exact same thing.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Got it.
They got that too.
Just proving a point.
Yeah. All right.
They got a star position.
Nah, they don't.
Or a money and a mic, or whatever it is.
What was it?
Money and a Mac.
Mac.
Okay.
Should we see if Penn State? Should we see if Penn State? How do you think they label it? If you had to guess before I pull it up.
Penn State. I bet it. Okay. Wait for it. Sam, Mike, Will, or OL.
Their base defense looks like it is a Mike linebacker, a Will linebacker, and a nickel. That nickel's their base, kind of that they live in.
I mean, in college football, most people are playing majority nickel personnel.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of personnels,
hello.
I'm going to give you Clemson's main offensive personnel, what they live in, what their favorite runs are, because remember, you've got quarterback coordinator coming back, receivers coming back, so you're going to basically be that same team again. Running back's different, but the running back's kind of the same mold of a Phil Maffa. So we'll break that down. Where does Clemson live? What personnels? What's their favorite runs when we come back here on OTB?
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. It is your area code in Louisiana. It does not matter where you're at. You can be in Arcadia, Louisiana. You can be in Folsom, Louisiana. You can be in... Give me a city.
Venice.
You can be in Venice, Louisiana. It does not matter. Put your area code followed by 888-8888. You're going to be able to have that conversation, again, throughout the state of Louisiana. Get Gordon, get it done.
Yeah, be a part of the G Team. We've seen the G Team everywhere. We see them on billboards, commercials. And why? Because anywhere in Louisiana, they are helping. If you've been injured, whether it's in a car accident, whether it's on the job, no matter what the situation is, give them a call. Let them fight for you. Gordon McKernan, personal injury attorneys. GetGordon.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business. 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luva, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
We came up with the idea of auctions in August. Gulf Coast Bank does all the work. We display the item. We prominently feature it in social media, on our website.
Dipping on some scissor, dipping on some dipping on some scissor.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Dipping on some scissor, dipping on some 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 dipping on some scissor, dipping on some.
I'm real, working the wheel, a pimp, not a simp. Keep the dope fiends higher than the Goodyear
blimp. Welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
This song back in high school, Chopped and Screwed.
Yeah. When you eat so many shrimp, you got iodine poison. Like that's a lot of mercury. A lot of mercury.
Do you even swish your house?
No way he switched your house.
No way.
No way.
No
Yeah.
chance.
You do?
You
no
switch your
chance.
house?
On the dirty third?
Do you even Project Pat?
I don't know if I do that one.
All right.
Wish your house, Charlie boy.
Yeah.
Before y'all get two Texas in here, let's talk Clemson offensive personnel. Where do you think they live in? What personnel, sir?
Offensive personnel. I mean,
offensive personnel.
My guess would be 11.
81.3% of the time, Clemson is in 11 personnel. 12 personnel, so 2 tight ends. 14.4%. They are in.
There's only 5% left.
0-1. Some people call that different. It's more like the way football should be played, right?
What?
0-1 personnel.
0-1? I'd rather go 10.
Gross. 13 personnel, like less than 1%. Pony personnel, less than 1%. 22, less than 1%. So
Wait, what's pony?
That's what I call 20 personnel. So 2 backs, 3 receivers, no tight ends.
Right.
My rookie year, we had that in, and I'm like, hey, Norv, my guy. We work on this a lot. He's like, yeah. Do we think we're ever going to run this in a game? He's like, what do you mean? I said, Coach, that means Gates coming off the field. Like, we ain't going to run this a whole lot.
Didn't quite
I
think
mean,
that one through.
I get the thought process behind it. But, yeah, we're not taking Gates off the field. You know that. I know that. We all know that. So, but, yeah, they're 11 personnel team. You're going to see them out there. It's going to be a tight end. You're going to have 1 back. You're going to have 3 receivers. That's where a lot of college football is going. But, 81.3% is a little bit more than I thought. I thought they'd be in 12%, a little bit more. Then you start to take a look at, maybe some of their favorite runs. And It's going to be inside zone for a lot of people across the country. That's going to be like, their favorite rush, and it is for them. But really close behind that is counter. So they ran 151 inside zones, which is like just your basic LSU fans. You know it well. It's what they ran last year, a ton of. And if you have a mobile quarterback, I love it. I love inside zone if you have the ability for the quarterback to pull it, read the defensive end, and make some yards. If you're not going to pull it, why run it? We talked about that with Garrett Nussmeier. But for Clemson, obviously having Cade Klubnik, that makes a lot of sense. So 151 inside zones, 114 times they ran counter. So 11 personnel team, 114 times they ran counter. You can run counter out of 11. Tennessee does it a lot. Now you got to have a tight end that's a dog, and you got to have a receiver that's willing to do some dirty work. You can get it done, but I was shocked when I saw 114 times.
Yeah, that's a big number for a counter play, because counter is meant to be kind of a
change of pace,
Mr. A, change up, if you will.
Yeah, it's the secondary gap scheme run. It's usually power then counter.
Yeah, I would like to think that a decent amount of those would probably quarterback counters. They're probably not running quarterback power. They probably don't want to run them up in the A gap.
They ran power 18 times.
Yeah, I mean, give them an opportunity with a counter to kind of hit it a little bit further outside. Try to give him a little bit more grass to run so he can safely get down instead of like having to put his head down into a quarterback power.
And so when we're talking about quarterback counter, you're going to hear the term Q counter. That's just quarterback. So Q counter, and how can you run that out of 11 personnel? Because you need another puller. Well, then you're back because you get an extra blocker because it's the quarterback that's running. So as a running back, you've got to be really good. And that's why I always kind of liked having somebody that had some fullback experience in that position, because you're used to being the second puller in a counter. But the running back has to be a part of it. Now, you can get to it different ways, but your running back's got to be a willing blocker. He's got to be able to read it. And if you're running Q power, which, again, I'm our Q counter, I'm like you. Like, of those 114, how many were probably the quarterback? I would say a bulk of them.
Yeah, and then when counter's always a tricky play to from a mechanic standpoint and the mesh point standpoint. It's really tough to time up with the running back, because a lot of times it's same side counter and it kind of looks weird. They got to scoot over there. Yeah, it's the worst. Right? But you can get to it different ways. You can run different variations of counter with 11 personnel to the running back. Like you said, you got to have another puller. You can cut off backside with a wide receiver.
That's what I'm saying. The receiver's got to be good at it.
He's got to be good at it.
He's got to be willing to do it.
And he's just got to hold the block for 1 second.
Right.
It's not a big one. Just got to hold it for a second.
Because there is so much action, like you're saying. Like, it takes a little. Even the quarterback, when he's running a counter, he'll catch it. He'll do either a drop step or he'll do a slide, and then because it does have to time up, so the receiver's got to get in the way for a
and explain it so a power is more of an A gap, B gap running play where the guard's pulling. The guard's pulling every time.
Yeah.
And so that's and the guard and so the running back is supposed to follow the guard.
Yep.
And then make his cut. The counter is usually two people pulling, a tackle and a guard. Sometimes, depending on the fronts, they can also kind of change it up to where
it could be a guard tight end, guard back.
Exactly. Yeah. Or the guard stays in and the center and the tackle pull. So it's a combination of two people pulling and basically washing down one side and pulling two people, and it usually hits more B-C gap rather than A or B gap. So to that point is what we're saying, you would rather run a quarterback in the B-C gap rather than the A-B gap, because there's less congestion, there's more of an opportunity for it to either bounce or have a little bit more green grass, a wider hole to get it to safely get down after you run. Or not to take a direct head-on shot. You're kind of getting hit at an angle or a side, so a little bit more.
We talked a little bit about this last football season. I was doing the broadcast, doing the call, and I talked about A gaps and B gaps a lot, and so I tried to come back on Monday and explain what I was talking about. A gap's easy; it's between the center and the guard. B gap between the guard and tackle, and you just keep on going, right? And so for a power, as a running back, you're taught A gap to expand. You start the A gap unless something forces you out, and then you kind of expand through the gaps. Now, you can do it once in a season. You can cut that thing backside, but it gets real loud in there. Nothing is blocked to go backside. Maybe the center gets reached right now, and you cut right off, maybe. But it is an A gap to expand. For a counter, my aiming point is going to be the B gap to expand. And so when you watch Clemson, That is going to be a big part of their game. And you have to be like gap integrity is crucial on the defensive front when you're going against a team that wants to run counter this much.
Yeah, and to, I guess, further explain the play as well, counter is also a little slower developing, and it's meant to be like a misdirection. That's what we called a changeup at first. If you're not a zone team, you can't really be a counter team. So when you see a counter, the running back is going to take 2 steps. If you're running a counter right, like a strong side, counter to the right, so he's going to take 1 or 2 steps left. The quarterback's going to open up like he's handing it to the left, and then it misdirections back. So you try to get the linebackers to take 1 false step to the right, then give your linemen and your pullers just like 1 little split-second leverage to out-leverage them on the backside.
It's kind of like that play we kind of joked about with Clay Matthews, how we ran power outside because of how he showed on film study. He just continued to crash and crash and crash. You kind of you start to the left because you want them to take 1 step, 2 steps to crash, and then you reach block them, and then you're So
that's why you go inside zone, inside zone, outside zone, inside zone, counter. Because you get them flowing. It looks all the same, except if the linebackers, they're going to read through the defensive line to the quarterback, running back. So they're watching the ball, they're watching the quarterback, but they're trying to like visually with their peripherals look at the lineman as well. But a lot of times they get focused on the ball and the movement of the running back, like which direction is he going. So sometimes they don't see those, even though they're right in front of their face, they don't see a guard or tackle pulling to the other side of the ball because they're just watching the quarterback and their motion. So even if it's a half step means the world in football, especially running game. Oof, what happened?
This is where I wish we had like a clicker, some tape behind us, and then you could push your car and park, and then like on your radio screen, like you just pull up the show, and that way you could, you could see the things.
Do not watch us if you're driving.
You can see the things.
Just listen to us. Yeah, but when you get stop.
Don't do that. We can. So when we come back, we can like pull up what we're talking about. We can talk some of those Q counter runs because again, Clemson, if they don't run inside zone with the running back, which again, K. Clement can pull it, like it's going to be a big part of what they do. And LSU just didn't fit that play well a year ago. They just did not happen. Everybody has to be sound when you're going against a team that does it really well, and you don't run it 114 times in a season if you don't do it well. It's going to be something that they have up. It's going to be early. It's going to be often in this opening game. And so the safety position, now linebacker is crucial as well. Defense, being in their gap, holding point, all that. But safety to me is going to be the position that has to deal with K. Klubnik running some of these Q powers. And also we talked about in the passing game as well. If you have great safety play, that's where he can kind of get in trouble a little bit. We'll break that down when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com. That is a website for Pelican Roofing. In Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, boots on the ground in both locations. In both, we're not talking about just driving back and forth. And also, they are in the community. In fact, like on their homepage, it has the community tab, right? Because they're always doing something big in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, surrounding areas. Now, Instant Roof Quote, one of my favorite things on the website. You're thinking you need a new roof. You type in your address, your home, your business. It pulls it up, gives you a great idea of what that is going to cost. And Matthew, speaking of cost, they've got financing options as well.
Yeah, we get it. Like a new roof for your house is a big decision for you, your family, your home, and financially. So like go to your website. You can start the financing process right there. They make it so easy and convenient. For up to 21 months, you can get 0% financing for qualified buyers. 0% is zero, people. So there's nothing hidden there. So go see them, get it started today. Just talk to them. PelicanRoof.com.
At Atmos Energy, our Smart Choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Parish Construction and Roofing. This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs. From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team color, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier.
Slow motion for me, slow motion for me, moving slow motion for me. Slow motion for me, slow motion.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Like that sheep working that back. I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me, slow motion for me, slow motion for me, moving slow motion for me. I like it like that sheep working that back. I don't know how to act. Slow motion for me, slow motion for me, slow motion for me, moving slow motion for me. I'm a thrower. Her neck and her back hurting, cutthroat. I have you like a brand new version. It's like once you get used to it, then you start serving. Hop up on top and so jiggy jerky.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. So
Slow motion.
We're going back and we're looking at some Q runs against LSU over the last couple of years, and like I was really hoping that I didn't remember it correctly, and it was like, you know, some form of a power or a counter, like something like really misdirection where guys just overplayed it. Nope.
Nah.
It was just straight up, like, basically zone lead. That's all it was.
Yeah, so just, you know, we're just better than
just straight zone with the running back leading.
And
that's all it was.
Look, I think Jalen Milroe might kind of be a little bit of an underdog in the NFL. I think he might.
Is this the cards talking or your?
No, I don't even have one. I don't even have one. I feel like he might be good. But look, we got Taylor. We were trying to find what we were explaining with Jalen Milroe, but we found one with Cade Klubnik from the first game of the season, Appalachian State, App State. What kind of discusses here what we were talking about, everything. We're going to start with 11 personnel. We are here on the goal. It's on the 3-yard line. And this is one of the 114 counters that are credited to them. And we discussed that probably a lot of that is because of quarterback runs. And he's going to be a big emphasis. I think he had 2 or 3 rushing touchdowns this game. One was a zone read where he pulled it and made a guy miss, a little stutter.
Tay, can you also put this on the back screen as well, please?
And this is just right here, a straight up called quarterback counter. Before you play this, look, everything we talked about. 11 personnel, which is there in, 81-point-something% of the time.
Yep.
They have a little misdirection motion here, and we got a counter. We talked about 2 pullers are going to happen, and a misdirection. So you're going to try to get the linebackers to move one direction with 1 or 2 steps to one side, and then you counter back to the other direction. So let's go ahead and play this and see what kind of view we got here.
You can go ahead and pause it right there. Go back a little bit.
Sitting like a cowboy collar.
I know. Gosh, we need a remote here so very badly. Right there's good.
So we're faking misdirection a little bit. So we have this guy motioning, the X receiver motioning to the right, which is causing people their eyeballs to go
eye
defensive
violations
left.
for sure,
Eye violation. And then watch Cade Klubnik's footwork here. He is going to act like he's going to go right, and it's all to get these linebackers to move to the right because we're going to run left. And we got 2 bad dudes pulling right here.
Yeah, so you have your guard and your tight end. They become the 2 pullers that we're talking about. Now also, right, your running back is basically, he's going to take over for what like the strong side tight end would be here on this counter side as well. Right now he's doing it from the backfield, but he is going to go and he is going to try to set the tone here on the strong side. And so like just because you don't have a tight end here over on this side, it's not about really labeling position. It's about labeling responsibilities. And so that's what the running back becomes here. The tight end's part of the
defensive end is going to be free because their tackle is just releasing up to the secondary or the secondary of the second window of the defense, which would be a linebacker or safety, whoever's there first. And the pulling tackle is just going to punch him right in the mouth, kick him out.
All right, Tay, you can go ahead and play it and see the Clemson Tigers end up in the end zone here. Touchdown Tigers, and like it's that easy. And
they got a back end,
and actually like for the running back, see the way that we used to do it, like he would actually go and get that safety, and it would be his assignment to block him. They're just running him off, with like a flare or a wheel.
You kind of know like they're like you don't have to create 2. If you're on the 3-yard line, you're not trying to get 10 yards. You're only trying to get 3 yards, right? And like even the tackle on that, like the pulling tackle, doesn't need to make a killer block. Just needs to really get in the way. And if that running back just free releases and takes the eyes of that defensive back, he's done his job to get 3 yards.
Right.
This is a 3-yard call.
Yeah, so we would end up back on that safety right there. But any way you get it, like get him away from the play, be it because he's following you or because you're blocking him. And also the jet sweep motion, you love that little wrinkle there because it brings, like Matt said, it brings everybody to the other side of the formation. You got a receiver. He's you're thinking jet sweep. And also the tight end. Remember, the tight end's on that right side. So you're thinking the tight end's trying to seal the edge for the jet sweep. And that's what the play is going to be. And all it takes is that jet sweep. And Cade Klubnik usually does a great job of kind of, riding the jet sweep a little bit. Not even on this clip, but you'll see him ride the jet sweep for a step 2, and then he'll come back. And that's the part of the counter that we're talking about. And once the linebackers and all the people on the second level start to think jet sweep and they take that 1 second step that Flynn's talking about, then it's too late. And that's why you have to be disciplined and whatever your assignment is. You can't chase ghost back there. Like if you're on the left side of that, right, if you're on the offense, you're looking at it, so to your left, the defense is right. Like that jet sweep does not mean anything to you. That is for the other side of the defense. But if you try to do too much and you take those steps that we're talking about, that's how it's an easy touchdown.
Yeah, and the people that can disrupt that play is coming from the side of the pullers. Like if there's no misdirection there, they can crash and blow that play up. So, I mean, it's all about film study. And what's interesting about Clemson, and I know the offensive coordinator is returning, right? Same offensive coordinator? Are we accurate on that?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, same offensive coordinator.
Yeah, it's Lincoln Riley's brother.
So, he's an X factor for Clemson as well. Really good. Okay, so they come back the next week, the exact same formation, exact same motion, fake the counter, throw touchdown to the jet sweep guy in the flat. So, there's things you have, you can't just see one thing. You have to be disciplined. And everybody, if there's one guy not doing his job on defense, that offensive coordinator is going to find that weakness. So, there's a lot that goes into it. And it's not just a bunch of meatheads putting pads on, hitting each other in the face, and who's the strongest. There's a lot of eye candy out there. There's a lot of things to look at, a lot of misdirection. And with Cade Klubnik's ability to throw and run, it is a very big challenge. That's why this depth that we're seeing at defensive back, being able to utilize Harold Perkins in the correct way at either linebacker or safety, not star, is going to be crucially important. They're going to get there. So that's not, we're not going to. Clemson's not going to have a 0 on the scoreboard. So
No.
it's all about withstanding punches, right? Bending, don't break, and then of course offense has to come and score some points. So I can't wait.
We don't have a whiteboard on wheels. I see you asking inside the Bayou 4 chat. It's not like the old TV that you used to hear coming down the hallway.
It's
not a bad idea.
It's a new studio with a bunch of whiteboards.
It's not a bad idea, but I will say this. So our office, we got a couple of whiteboards installed. We got the interactive whiteboard as well. So we are going to do like film, and then we'll go over to the whiteboard. We'll have that all filmed up. We're getting the office painted and ready to go, so it all looks good. That's coming. That's going to happen. And maybe quickly after today's show, maybe we can quickly draw up just what we're talking about with the cue counter and kind of what the responsibilities are for.
You got to find a dry
for your
erase
defense.
marker, though. We don't have the marker.
That's also true. I probably have one somewhere in my car from my flag football plays. We'll see if we have that. But the entire point of doing this, I think, because we started off the second segment of this show talking about position battles and safety, and you brought in players that have been through the fire. They've played a lot of football. I think the safety position in this game number 1 is the most important position on the field because of what Clemson does really well through the air and on the ground. You can take advantage of the middle of the football field if you have great safety play like Matt broke down. If you have great safety play in what they want to do with some of their cue runs, you're going to be successful. If you don't, if you have the eye violations like we're talking about, we pulled up a clip during the break, right? And safeties were all over the place, just not where they were supposed to be. One play was Major Burns, one play was Sage Ryan, one play was Gilbert. Like, safeties are critical against quarterback runs. And when you have somebody that does it at as high of a level as a Cade Klubnik, you have to be on it. Or the problem is one mistake will go 60 yards the other way. He has that kind of ability. And if he doesn't throw the football with the accuracy over the middle of the field like he does from the hash to the sidelines, what do you got to do? You got to take advantage of it. Safety is critical against Clemson.
Boom. Heard it here first. Actually, we heard it in the breakdown about a month ago.
So would you say they would benefit from having like a safety linebacker hybrid position?
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Yes, Alondra. I believe that's called the star.
Oh, the star
position.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about that fake position? I don't think it would be beneficial for us to have a fake position out there.
Flynn's going to be the type of guy to be like, guys, tackle didn't count, not a real position.
Tackle didn't count. Nope. It's like a holder doesn't get credit for a good hold.
He doesn't.
I would just put a real position out there. Either a linebacker, or this might shock somebody, or a safety. You're going to learn, folks. You're going to learn.
We'll teach him better after the show as well. And also, can we get a whiteboard hung up in the studio? We got these panels right here. Nobody sees them.
I think they're talking about the Gulf Coast office product smart
roll
board that we
one
have.
in here. Yeah, but it's got to be plugged in, though.
It does have to be
Yeah,
plugged
where would
in.
you put
I
that?
think
so.
I think there
That's a big boy.
is. I think there is a plug back there somewhere. Because how else would the TV?
Well, yeah,
be
it's all
on?
behind though.
Yeah, I'm sure you can like get to it.
There's an outlet
though.
under Matt. But
My thing is, I don't know if it would fit between the TV and the desk. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Look, those are coming. Those are going to happen.
Yep.
They're just not going to happen in this room.
No.
They'll happen next door.
Over there.
Yeah.
Once we paint that.
And at the end of the day, we are.
It looks
Landon.
Looks like a 1987 prison in there right now. Okay.
At the end of the day,
specifically lead
Where
paint.
is Peppercorn? Or what was it?
Yeah, Peppercorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Sherwin Williams Peppercorn?
Yeah, Landon.
Come on.
Got the paint picked out.
It's been a little over 24 hours.
You're on
more than
notice.
24 hours.
You're on
Landon,
notice.
you're on notice.
Almost 48. You're right.
Yeah.
We're trying to give our listeners a little extra content, but we can't because we can't have them looking at that beige color that we've got in that room right now. It's going to remind people of sad times, either in prison or elementary school, because every elementary classroom was that color.
Yep. I want to look at the air filters too, the old filters. I want to check those babies out.
I want to check the ceiling
I
tile.
don't know if they've been changed since '85.
All right, we'll take a break. But before we do, I want to tell you about our friends over at Trash Rangers. Trashrangers.com is the website. Maybe some ceiling tiles if they need to go inside of a dumpster. That can happen. All right, Trash Rangers has 3 different sizes of roll-off dumpsters to be able to get that done. Go to the website today, schedule your roll-off dumpster, or sign up for residential commercial service. Trashrangers.com is the website. We come back. We'll wrap up hour number 2. We still got Munchies. We got Big Deal or No Big Deal. Stay locked in here to 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
Nervous when you're laughing like that? Go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. If you are buying new, if you are leasing, if you are renting, every single thing is available. Now, the cool part about the rental department, when I say everything, I mean everything. If they offer it new, it is available to rent. Per day rental prices, you go to the website, you can find a full list of what that price would be for the certain vehicle that you're looking for. And if you need it for a day, 2 days, 2 weeks, like whatever it is, they're going to make sure you're taken care of. Call our girl, Miss Lisa Sessions, today to reserve your rental. allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
But Jake and Matt, like if I rent from a dealer, it's going to be way more expensive than just going to like the rental cars at the airport, right? False. It's actually better pricing, and you get every car available on the lot to rent. So if you're in the market, if you're going on a trip, a little last minute trip, whatever it is, going to the game, driving, go rent a car from allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Parish Construction and Roofing. This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
We know we had to do it again, right? We had to do it again, boy. I want you to sing to these ladies, man. So I'm up first. Let's get it. Baby, how you doing?
Hope that you find when I know what you got in mind tonight.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. I think I found a dry erase marker. I think I found one.
Good.
Step one. With the interactive whiteboard, we have the markers there as well. So I think it's important to start like on the board and then go to the video.
I do too.
How do we think?
Yeah, I think so.
We're good? Yeah.
We're
Start
gonna
out
be
basic and then get to the Beyonce version.
I think so too.
We'll upgrade it.
So, Daniel Basham in the chat. Big time shout out. Really made me laugh there. Your message saying, y'all teased this segment, if you will, for weeks and didn't spec this thing out. Is that a shock to anybody? No. We're going to do it.
Tell me what part of that surprises you. Tell me which version of the story surprises you.
Well, we're going to be doing it. It might take a little massaging.
Yeah, we got to figure it out. We'll get there. We will get there. There's no doubt.
By 2028, I think we're rolling.
Well, I mean, who can say where we're at in 2028? I mean, we're over 40, you know?
We might be doing the nightly news.
Might be on.
Do you think they're going to let you read a teleprompter?
We might be a Good Morning America.
I'm not moving to New York.
I would pay to watch that.
Good morning, Baton Rouge.
That's Good Morning America, not Good Morning Baton Rouge.
I know.
Oh,
whoopsies.
Whoopsies. Didn't mean to do that.
That's good. Good stuff.
I'm still a little upset that Clemson runs a personnel that doesn't have any running backs.
01?
01. I hate even saying it.
It doesn't sound right. Do you just call it one personnel?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Yeah, that's one of the ones.
Four receivers and a tight end, so I don't really know what the.
I don't think anybody would ever call it 01. You just create a different name for it. Like, what'd you call the
Tony?
Tony. Yeah, you create something like that.
All right, cool. Alondra, don't worry.
So we're just making names up.
Ooh. She's on to something there, bub.
You can try to got me all you want. I'm just.
It's okay when Flynn makes
facts.
up a name. It's all right when he calls something like he's a big concept guy. It's okay when he has a two-man route combination named Hoosier just because, or Disco.
You create a name when
disco.
You create a name when things don't make sense.
Disco's an in and an out.
You create a name when things don't make sense.
That makes
In,
sense.
Out, in, out. That's a Peyton Manning-ism. If you ever
watch your isms, buddy.
We gotta get video of Peyton because he used to do the disco. In, out, in. That was a signal. It was a little bit more stiff.
Seems like a good disco dancer.
Hour 3.
Off the bench.
You know where you should go?
Yeah, I do.
Where?
K to Z.
K to Z what?
Interiors and outdoor living. Interiors and outdoor living. Both of them.
KTOZBlinds.com is the website. Sometimes it's interior. Sometimes it's outdoor living. Sometimes it's both. You don't even know it. They come in, put this incredible motorized shade on your back patio. You press a button, it goes down. You press one, it goes up. It's amazing. And you're like, this is going to be great for this space. And sometimes it shades your living room as well when it's down. So it's cooler in there. You're saving on your energy bills. You can see the TV better. There's no glare anymore. It just completely changes the vibe of the space. And sometimes if, you know, you want to go like me and you want to put like a smaller trampoline in that outdoor space so Harlow can go out there and jump and it's not so hot. You do that as well thanks to that outdoor shade. KTZBlinds.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance, Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
We came up with the idea of auctions in August. Gulf Coast Bank does all the work. We display the item, we prominently feature it in social media, on our website, but we do it because it's the right thing to do for the community.
Good morning. It's at 9 a.m. here on Thursday, August 14th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 93. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll have Big Deal or No Big Deal at 9 a.m. Then at 9:15, our Munchie segment with LSU Executive Chef Michael Johnson. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio. It's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3, OTB 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge. Let's get to a little big deal and no big deal.
Ain't no big deal.
Big deal.
No big deal.
Big deal.
No big deal. No big deal.
No big deal.
Big deal or no big deal? Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders injured his oblique throwing the football on Wednesday morning and is not likely to play this Saturday in the second preseason game for the Cleveland Browns.
I don't think it's that big of a deal because it's a preseason game and they haven't really named a starting quarterback yet. Like, they didn't say Shedeur is our starting quarterback, so I don't think it's that big of a deal.
All right.
Look, normally it would not be a big deal for the guy that's listed 4th on the depth chart in your quarterback battle, but the guy that looked very, very good and probably was gaining momentum towards at least being the second string guy who would eventually play some games this year. Like, there's not going to be one starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns in 2025. So it is a big setback, but what's crazy is of all the quarterbacks and the young guns, the only quarterback that has stayed healthy for the Cleveland Browns is the old man, Mr. Joe Flacco.
The guy that is
a
our
big deal.
draft class.
The Iron Man. The only one that stayed healthy and hasn't missed time, hasn't been missed practice, and will not have missed the game because of injury.
This is a big deal. We talked about it on Monday when you and I were discussing his performance over the weekend. Like, yeah, is he going to be named a starting quarterback from week 1 of preseason? No, but he has an opportunity to make a move because Dylan Gabriel's down with an injury. Kenny Pickett's down with an injury.
He did make a move.
So it's a big deal for Shedeur. Now he's taking a step back again, and it's a big deal for Cleveland because you have 5 quarterbacks on your team. You got to cut that down and pick the best guys. Now you're just going to have to kind of decide who's available for that opening day roster. Like, that's a big deal for Cleveland as well because you can't evaluate any of these guys.
Yeah. I would say that based on, even if he doesn't play another game, Shedeur's guaranteed to make this team. As a 5th rounder, that's crazy to say. You know why? Because the noise that comes with not keeping him after playing well is going to be deafening. And I know that organizations say, like, oh, we don't care. We block that out. But, like, it's a big deal.
So, Flacco, Gabriel, Sanders, Pickett's the odd man out? Or do you keep 4?
Probably. 4 is absolutely unheard of.
I know.
I think
they did this to themselves when they drafted 2 quarterbacks.
I think Pickett's the odd man out.
Yeah,
now
he
might be their best option to be a 17-game starter if they wanted it, but to what end, I guess, is what they would do. So, I don't know. Earlier, I was thinking Flacco would be the odd man out, but he's the only one staying healthy right now and getting the most reps because nobody else is practicing. It'll be interesting to see, but I think we can all assume there's going to be at least 3 starting quarterbacks in the 2025
y'all better get that jersey ready. There's going to be new names added to it.
Not to say that Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders won't be the long-term option. I'm just saying for this specific year. Because Shedeur showed, I was impressed watching him play. Just the mechanics involved. I agree. The comfortability, the reads that he made. It was impressive. It was impressive to watch. Okay. All right. Big deal, no big deal. I'm going to look at Taylor right in his face right now while I say this one. The Dallas Cowboys. Contracts and a lot of negative, albeit press. It is press, and I think we've discovered that Jerry Jones is the modern-day P.T. Barnum as far as media, as far as marketing goes and getting eyeballs on his organization. He recently said that he loves the attention. He would rather, this is basically interpreting the words that he said, he would rather the attention on the Cowboys than make a smart business decision for the team. So, of course, they're famously having this argument, contract negotiations, with Micah Parsons, one of the best players, if not the best defensive player in the entire National Football League, which means the entire world. And they will not pay him. They are threatening. It seems like both sides have dug their feet in. They are anchored into their position. Jerry Jones and his side is saying that they had a deal verbally done in the spring, and he's welcome to take that. But it takes 2 sides. Mike Parsons and them, they disagree. They want a deal done. They want to renegotiate. Both sides are dug in. But the biggest travesty that continues to be part of the collective bargaining agreement is the franchise tag, and the Cowboys do hold more cards because they can just franchise him. And it's not just a bluff. They've done it with Dak Prescott, and they were about to do it for a second year with Dak Prescott, and a contract got signed like the morning of game 1, which is insanity to me. So they're waiting, and they always pay more. Are they going to pay more this time? It seems like this is not a bluff. They will actually sit there and franchise tag him. Big deal? No big deal.
Unfortunately, it's no big deal because I'm not surprised. This is what Jerry does. Jerry has turned the Dallas Cowboys into a soap opera. He doesn't really care about what they do on the field. And then to your point, they could always just franchise tag him. So for a guy that doesn't care about on-field success and knows that he has the franchise tag in his back pocket, Jerry ain't moving. Like, Jerry's whole point is just idiotic because he talks about this agreement they had in the spring. So the reports are that him and Micah Parsons going to have this quote-unquote handshake agreement.
Without the agent, right?
Right. Him and Micah Parsons one-on-one talked about it. Micah was like, yeah, sure, that sounds good. I just kind of want to get back to it. He ran it back to his agent and was like, hey, here's the deal. And his agent goes, no. I can get you a lot more money. And now Jerry's like, well, why do we have to have the agent involved? I'm like, you're pissed off because his agent's involved?
Yeah,
Everybody's
that's the point of an
involved
agent.
in every single agreement.
Every player has one.
it's a flawed way of thinking for a very flawed GM. I'm not surprised.
It's no big deal because it's the Cowboys. They haven't been relevant last 30 years. So, no.
I think it's a huge deal.
No big deal.
Because it highlights what the NFLPA should have negotiated out of the CBA a long time ago, which is the franchise tag.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. It's benefited like very few. There's some running backs that maybe not would have gotten the payday they got, but for the most part, yes.
When has it ever been a positive thing?
There was a couple years. I think it was Sproles that we franchised, and he made some incredible money for the running back, because running backs you just never know what you're going to get. So any value I think you get at running back, but it's really the only position.
It's great for but nobody wants to sign a franchise tag.
No.
And it's the ultimate negotiation tool, power move that the organization has over the player.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you don't want to sign it? You're under contract, blah, blah, blah. I can just franchise you and lock you up. And then players like, well, I can't get injured because I'm on this 1 year deal. Yeah, sure, I'm making decent money or really good money for this 1 year. I got no security. I don't have any long-term commitment because when in a world where the commitment is so one-sided between the organization and the player.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the player's got to play those contract. Well, okay. Well, organization, you got him under a 5-year contract. You can't cut him. Like, give him the same breath. It's just, I think the franchise tag is awful. And
I think being able to cut somebody when you have a contract and owing them nothing is awful.
Well, I mean, because it's such a stupid
Every
argument.
Other sport, it's
such a stupid argument the Bengals are making with their defensive end. And the Cowboys are making. He's under contract. He's got to play it out. Like he's an employee right now. He has to play it. It's so one-sided. Don't love it. And then the franchise tag makes it even worse.
All right, Alondra.
I don't have a take on this, but I do have a big.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was calling too.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, look, I fell asleep with the Cowboys a long
yeah.
time ago. Like, it's very interesting in the fact that the franchise tag deal situation, but the Cowboys portion of it.
That was really the most part I was more interested in.
Okay.
Like, hopefully it brings it to light that it becomes more of a conversation that this needs to be negotiated out.
Sorry, I'm distracted. Landon just texted me. He said he's bringing Benny up to us. Do we know what he's talking about? Because there's a Benny, and he's saying
Benny Brazil.
Okay, cool.
You
what?
called him out
Let's go,
Let's go.
I just wasn't sure if he meant
I told Benny.
him.
I said open door policy.
There's our big deal or no big deal.
Big deal or no big deal. Benny Brazil in the house.
Get that Ole Miss highlight ready.
We're gonna have an Olympian in the house, a national champion. That's a big deal.
Okay. So my actual big deal or no big deal, I'm gonna give y'all two options, and y'all can let me. Is he here?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we just wrap this up?
We do one.
All right. I'm gonna give y'all two options. Do we want to talk the Athletics QB tier list, or do we want to talk the Milwaukee Brewers?
The Milwaukee Brewers.
Let's
not talking about
the
Athletic QB tier list.
So the Brewers are on their second double-digit win streak of the season. So they had a 10-game win streak earlier this season, and they're on their 11th game that they won in a row. 30 games above 500, which is just, where did the Brewers even come from?
I know.
This is insane.
Milwaukee.
But so there's only 9 other teams that have done multiple double-digit win streaks in a season. So the 2025 Brewers, the 2019 Astros, the 2017 Dodgers, 15 Blue Jays, 13 Braves, the 2001 Cardinals, 1978 Pirates, 77 Royals, 69 Mets, and the 69 Astros.
Oof.
The Brewers on a heater. Big deal or no big deal?
That's a big deal. I think there's a lot of people that would not know that the Brewers are on that kind of a run. The Brewers have a lot of great young star players.
Christian Yelich.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the veteran now.
Yeah, he is,
He's
which
like
is
the
crazy.
savvy vet.
Yeah.
I know, but they've got some great prospects that have all kind of turned out and hit at the same time.
Rookie Caleb Durbin's doing great for them. Yeah,
all of their prospects.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've heard Hunt Palmer's take on this.
Oh yeah, he thinks they're cheating.
Hunt Palmer says the Milwaukee Brewers are cheating because they don't have any good players. So how are they winning? So Hunt actually thinks the Brewers are cheating
they have a great farm
because
system,
they're winning
and they've
games.
evaluated those players, and those players are all up at the big league level now, playing really well at the same time.
And they're an hour and a half away from the Cubs.
Pat Murphy. It's their manager. But they're cheating because they're better than the Cubs.
You gotta be. They just have to be. I just know it deep down.
Hoop. Sorry.
As soon as you said the Braves, I knew Jake was going big deal.
2013 Braves. Let's go. All right. We got to take a break now because we got, like I said, an Olympian, Benny Brazil. He heard the call. He saw the bat signal, and now he's going to be in studio with us when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to BoudreauxElectrical.com. Heating up. The old Gulf of America. Heating up. But don't worry, because there's activity already. I know that, but we all know it's not going to be the only time. And right now, they have over 80 generators ready to go. They are in stock, ready for you to make that call. They're going to come out, tell you exactly where they're going to put that slab, put that generator. We're talking about quick turnaround time, so you are ready for storm season. It is not too late. If you think it is, that is not the case. Over 80 right now in stock, ready to go. Go to BoudreauxElectrical.com to get everything squared away now.
Yeah, it is not too late. Boudreaux's Electrical, they are locked, they are stocked, and they are ready to rock. So give them a call today. They can have it installed for you for this hurricane season. So either give them a call or go to their website and just talk about the options. That's BoudreauxElectrical.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the...
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. We got a very special guest in studio with us now, our former teammate over at LSU, now still at LSU, coaching the track team. Our guy, Benny Brazil. Benny B, what's up, brother?
Thanks for having me.
I'm just glad. Look, I was like, hey, we got to get you on the show. You said 9:15. You were here at 9:10. I mean, a man of his word.
Punctual.
Hey, you know, we've been blessed with that situation. You said you're going to do something, you got to honor it. You know what I mean? We come from that culture. Before we start this, though, I have to give Matt Flynn his flowers.
Oh, great.
I haven't seen Matt in a while, and I feel like the things he did in college, we're going to go back, Matt. I remember the SEC championship when Jamarcus got hurt, right? That 2005?
2005, that's right.
Right? He gets hurt, you got to come in. I remember your first pass and what happened on that out route, right?
Yeah, pick six.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
but you came back through all that adversity. You know what I mean? That bowl game, Miami, you showed out.
Yeah.
You came back and you showed us something. You led us to that win. I have to give flowers on that. But it's more to the story. You come back the next year, right? Jamarcus is back starting. You could have left. Could have transferred. No, they didn't have a portal back then. But you dealt with that adversity. You sat there. You sat back and just went through it, right? And that next year you had your time. You delivered us a national championship.
That's right.
So I want to always give you flowers for that.
Man,
I think
I appreciate
at LSU,
you, Benny.
I always put you in the list with quarterbacks we had come through LSU. We had a lot of talented guys, probably more talented than you, but you won us the ship, and that's what matters. So I feel like when you and your family go out to eat around Baton Rouge, Matt Flynn shouldn't have to pay. He's a champion. He bought us a championship.
You hear that, people?
And that's the culture. Championships when it comes to LSU.
Right. I appreciate you, Benny.
No problem.
Hey, can I get a free meal, Benny?
Yeah, of course, you go hang with him. Everybody eats. Everybody eats. But I had to give you flowers on that. That was huge, man. You did that.
Man, I got to tell you, 05 year was so fun. And
It was
I
a lot
know.
of fun.
So you and I played a lot, like at the end of the games and things like that. It was just so fun. I remember Tracy Smith was there calling plays. LaSalle, hilarious dude. Man, we had a lot of fun, man, and you were a special part of that. A lot of Benny Brazil stories.
Yeah, you know, the only Benny story that we tell it's a little negative, but not because of what Benny did, because of Coach Saban. The day we had to run more 110s because Benny, who was doing exactly what he was supposed to be doing, he was making his times. There's a time Benny was coming in under the time, but because Benny wasn't winning every race and he was an Olympian, Coach Saban thought we needed to start the whole 110 test over.
I apologize for that, though, to this day. That's me. I'm wrong. I apologize for making you guys go through that. But it wasn't just Coach Saban. The other half of that was Coach Moffitt.
Oh, yeah.
It was him.
Yeah, but again, like you were doing everything that you were supposed to do. You just weren't winning every race. And like, you're going to the Olympics and you're not winning every race. Start it over.
Yeah, I apologize
Was
for
that?
that.
That was 04?
I mean, you had
So
to,
when was the
summertime.
Olympics?
That was 04 was Olympics.
It was 04.
Okay.
So it had to be that next year after that.
So it was
Summertime.
I guess 05,
Yeah,
like whatever.
Summertime, run 10s. I remember that. We were like,
04, 05, whatever it
we were
was.
like what, about 31?
I think it's 31 or 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when were you out for the Olympics? Like you were out that
So,
whole summer training?
Just the summer training. You know what I'm saying? That I came back.
Came back at the very end.
I came back at the very
That's
end.
what I thought.
And that's
yeah.
when it was really,
That's
really
when
strong.
I think that's when it was.
I remember.
Came right back.
I remember puking in mid stride, like just like
was
over my
tough.
shoulder.
That was tough. You know, I don't think they run 110s no more.
They don't.
It's changed.
They don't.
It's changed.
I mean, even like the guys that were here, like Kirby Smart was here in 04. And I remember asking Kirby last spring, I'm like, what's the conditioning test now? And he's like, oh, Hess, we don't do the 110 stuff anymore. He's like, we're not knuckleheads like we used to be. He's like, we got the GPS, and we know if a guy's not working hard, we can tell, and we make him run after that. He's like, no, 110s are a thing of the past. Coach Saban didn't run them at the end either.
No,
that shocks me.
Had to change it a little bit. I heard, but I'm with you. You needed that. Built character.
Do you remember our the fourth quarter program?
Ooh.
Like
I had
having the trash cans like every 5 yards.
Esther, I had to come out to track practice. Think about how that's changed.
I
had to come right. We did it. We did pro quarter in the evening.
Yeah,
it was
like
afternoon.
3:30.
Yeah, it wasn't at 6:45. It was in the evening time back then. So I had to come straight from track practice to fourth quarter program.
Had run curves.
And then we go in these. We're doing all these stations, and then you get the Coach Nader's station. I couldn't take that serious.
Coach Nader. I forgot about Coach Nader. Did run a station. Was it ladders or something?
Yeah.
But yes, good thing. Good times. Good times.
Taylor, do you have the video
I was about to say,
up?
speaking of good times, Benny, I want you to look at now. Don't hey, listen. Don't pay attention to how grainy this is. Okay?
Can you believe
because
the video is that grainy?
We played a long time ago, all right?
Ole Miss.
So look, we got a Benny Brazil, we got a Matt Flynn, we got myself in here. We're all in the game at the same time.
Carey, Xavier Carter down
Shout out
there.
to little Shy out there, dotting the I. Let's
in the house.
see how this play turns out for the LSU Tigers against the Ole Miss Rebels. My God, that's grainy. Oh, what a release by that fullback.
Choo. Boom.
Benny B.
Benny B. Let's go.
5-yard
145
touchdown.
go.
Maybe the only time that Benny didn't get a celebration penalty was on this touchdown right here because he was good for 2 or 3.
My bad. Come on. Hey, I've never been there before. I've never been there.
But like the most
How many of those though that year in 2005 did Benny catch? Like at least
a lot.
6 of those kind of passes that were like 50-plus yards, it felt like.
Good times. Good
the
times.
Florida game in 2005.
Good times.
Day game.
Yes.
Tiger Stadium. I think J. Russ hit you maybe on the
He
same
did.
play.
Yep, same thing. In Arkansas. It was a couple of them. Good times, fellas. Wow.
I know,
Good
man.
memories.
I know.
How's that make
So
you feel how grainy that was, though?
It's a little, it makes me look my age a little bit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it was a touchdown. And like they said, you won a championship, man. I don't care. You won us a ship. You went
Can't
from
take
that
those
to win a
clutch
championship.
back.
They can't take that from us.
I think it's got to be a bad download, right? that was a bad upload to YouTube.
You went to LimeWire to get that.
We were talking about it yesterday. Like, this was 05. This looks like a 1970.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you gotta have a better one than that.
Crazy. And that was Coach Miles' first year, right?
Yeah,
That was Coach Miles' first
2005.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was tough. That was
such a good team.
It was a great team, tough year. Obviously, with Hurricane Katrina, we were
Yes.
supposed to start the season playing against, I believe, North Texas. That
Yep.
game gets canceled. We're
Arizona.
supposed to play Arizona State across the street.
Yep.
That doesn't happen. We have to fly out to Arizona.
I remember that.
Tempe. They were a good team. They were a ranked team.
They was.
We got kind of lucky though.
Yeah,
we blocked a kick for a touchdown.
Yep.
Blocked a punt for a touchdown.
Yep.
Then Jamarcus hits early on a play that if it gets reviewed, I
End of
don't
the
know.
game. Yeah. But it worked out.
It did.
It worked out. Great team.
If that season was a normal season, I think LSU competes for a national championship.
I totally agree. But the next year, no excuse.
06?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the greatest
So
teams we
good.
ever had on paper, offense and defense.
4 first-round picks.
Totally
on that
agree.
team.
So that team there,
Yeah.
no way. That should have won a ship.
Losses to
Florida.
Auburn on the road and Florida on the road.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Those
We
two
lost
games.
to Auburn, what was it, like 9-6 or some low-scoring game.
Yeah, but as far as talent-wise, both sides of the ball was amazing.
I'm
that
with
year.
you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Now that season ended, it ended well, beating Notre Dame.
At the Sugar Bowl, but
But
was
that team should have done more.
Totally agree.
That was a window of now in 04. I don't know if y'all agree. We were okay. We were
It was
a
okay.
9-3 football
Okay.
team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had some talent. We had some. We had C-Webb and Spears
We
and those
obviously
guys.
lost a ton.
But we lost a ton because y'all
Totally
won a
agree.
national championship.
Mhm.
But 05, 06, there should have been at least one championship in those two
I
teams.
totally agree.
Yeah, when both those teams were clicking, playing its best football, game plan, everybody healthy, like there was no team better, certainly. Like there's no team in 06 beating the team that showed up at the Sugar Bowl.
Totally agree.
Nobody even close.
Totally agree. What did you think the problem was in 06 with you guys? Because we had left. So what was different? Those two losses?
I mean, just 2 close road losses.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what. At Florida, we're at the Swamp. We score first. We hit like a 246 UConn.
Okay.
We score first. Boom. And we're going in for our second score.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we were on fullback belly. I think we're at the 10. I think I get it down to the 1. I still think I scored, whatever. They call it down the 1. First and goal from the 1. We're good.
Okay.
J. Russ fumbled the next snap. Fumbled it. Florida got it. They went. They scored.
Gotcha.
And now we're talking about we would have gone up, I think, a couple scores.
Makes
and now
sense.
it's like tied game.
Crazy.
And then that was Tebow's first ever jump pass.
Gotcha.
Tebow mania.
Yeah, and one.
That was a tough game, man. We
Crazy.
could not do. The defense tried. It was one of those games the defense tried to keep us in it for as long as they could.
Yep.
But we
Offense
weren't
kept
helping
putting
them
bad
out.
I totally
Kept
agree.
putting them in bad situations. We had special teams play. I think I miscue. I don't remember who it was. It might have been somebody muffed a punt, I
Yep.
think.
Something like that.
Yeah, those 2 road games at Auburn and at Florida. Now, if we're talking today's college football with that resume, we're in the playoff.
You're in the
every time.
playoff.
Absolutely.
Yep. So I think in our times, I think it was just different, and I think we had a standard. When I say that, in our time, it was either BCS or Bush. I remember that. BCS or bus.
Yeah.
That's the standard.
Yeah.
You know, if we didn't go to the BCS, I mean, Texas Bowl, no disrespect to those bowl games.
Yeah.
Little Caesars Bowl, no disrespect to them. but that wasn't our standard. You know
Right.
what I mean? And I think when it comes to LSU football and some sports, the standards is championships or bust.
Yeah, but I think it should be that. Like, I
course.
think, like, if you ask Jay Johnson what the standard is,
championships.
he's not going to tell you anything like record. He's going to say Omaha. That's what he's going to say. He's
Totally
going to say
agree.
Omaha.
Totally
I
agree.
mean, same thing. You ask Kim Mulkey, like, hey, what's the standard? She's going to tell you Final Fours.
Track same way.
Track and field. Like, you've got a standard that y'all are going to try to live
Yes,
up
sir.
to. Like, now that it's a 12-team playoff for LSU, because you're right. Like, it was a BCS game when we were in school. There was only so many of those. Now that it's a 12-team playoff, it's playoff or bust. It
Totally
should be.
agree.
And if
Totally
it's not
agree.
that way, then you don't need to be here. Like, in any sport. I'm talking any sport.
That's why I love this guy.
Any sport.
That's
And
the
I
standard.
think that's the expectation. Certainly the expectation this year.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
And you said it's in track. Tell us about your coaching track.
Yes,
Tell us
sir.
about what you're doing, your role right now, and your day to day.
No, good question. So we kind of like in off season at this point right now. You got people getting ready for world championships coming up.
Okay.
So preparing for their different countries, USA, anybody else that's on our team. So they're preparing for that situation. But when it comes to the collegiate wise, we're getting ready to start practice. I want to say we always go the day after Labor Day.
Yep.
We get the fall training going on everybody, and we getting this ball rolling. So for the most part, we just ended up with recruiting and everything at this point, and we're just ready to get the season started.
Could you coach Matt Flynn to run the 300-meter hurdles?
No, sir. I cannot do that.
Can't work miracles.
I wouldn't want to see that. Like I said, Matt's already a made man. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He bought LSU a championship. So I feel like when you bring LSU a championship, you're in a different category.
Was the hurdle something you did like all growing up as well, or is that something like you kind of found later on as you got to LSU?
Good question. In high school, in middle school, I was just running regular, and
Right,
one day
that's what I
I was
figured.
just trying. One day I was like, let me try this. Like,
Yeah.
I was just trying it one day, and I was running the sprint hurdles, and I had the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It just came natural.
Yeah.
So then I just started doing it. You know what I mean? And I think around 7th grade, I started. 8th grade, I was okay.
Yeah.
9th grade, I kind of started coming a little bit, but our sophomore year
Yeah.
in high school, that's when it all
That's
came
when it was.
together. Yes, sir.
I can't believe you say you can't coach me to it. But I guess my high school coach did tell us that, like, you can't win the Kentucky Derby with a jackass. And I guess that's the statement, right? Like, I guess I'm the jackass.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I mean, you said it, not me. You mentioned, like, I don't even know if we were on air when you said this, but, like, used to go, like, track practice, football practice. We always tell stories about the guys that played baseball, Chad Jones, Jared Mitchell, Chris Jackson,
Yes.
who was a part of the team with us. Like, they would change on their way to the box to go play baseball. So you've done it in the track world as well.
Yep.
So Jelani Watkins is trying to do that, like, right now. Like,
Yes,
what are the challenges? Because I'm sure, like, a different mindset. Obviously, like, he is so good on the track. He's so good on the gridiron. What is it like trying to make sure that you're in the right mindset depending on what sport you're at?
I think that's a good question as well too, Hester. I think for the most part when it comes to it with us as being like athletes, because we love both, right? We love football and we love track. So the crazy part about it is when you win football season, you win football season. You're not really thinking about track. And when you're in track season, you're thinking definitely about track. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for the most part, it all comes together because sometimes when you're at track practice, you got to be able to go back for spring balls, spring meetings, and all that kind of aspect of it. So you just got to keep your mental right. I mean, just stay positive the best way you can because we already know you're going to go through some adversity.
Yeah.
I think in our time what made it different, we were red-shirted, right? So in our time, it was okay to be red-shirted, right?
Yeah.
These days
I mean,
now,
I wouldn't know, but you two would.
yeah, we would know. You got it, Hester. You got it. You played as a true freshman. Congratulations. But for the most part, it's okay to be red-shirted.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I
For
think
sure.
these days and age, when guys get red-shirted, they go in a tank or this here. And I know it's hard.
Yeah.
Social media, just imagine if we all were roommates in college, us three.
Yeah.
Hester's playing. We're not playing. We're red-shirted. And then the social media stuff is going on.
Yeah.
We're going to feel some type of way. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you got to be able to block that out the best you can. Like Coach Saban always said, block out the rat poison.
Yep.
I like it.
He did.
I got a question on how you handle your track athletes because like it's such a different sport than anything else because they do have like the Olympics they'll go run, the Worlds they'll go run, and different meets outside of just LSU. So like when you're coaching somebody, are you kind of like end up being their personal coach? Do you travel with them and coach them up for these different events?
Yeah, it just depends on what the track meet is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, like I feel like Elysian Lakes is under 20s.
Yeah.
But usually like World Championships and Olympics for the most part, Coach Shaver will be there. But if it's part of our sprint athlete, I'll be there as well with them as
Right.
well too. That's anybody on our staff. You know what I mean? So how it comes to that aspect. But it just depends on it. But the number one thing is the NCAA championship for
Right.
Coach Benning. All
Yeah.
right, that's number one. then the Olympics and everything else.
Right.
But the main thing is the main thing.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, you focus on winning that national championship first
Yeah.
and go to everything else.
Yeah, and I would assume the more but I would assume those outside meets kind of help with recruiting, athlete retention,
Big time,
things like that.
big
yeah.
time. They see it that way, but I feel like that helps out. But y'all know the number one thing has changed now. It's all about NIL. So I think that's kind of important as well too. So I feel like the resume really doesn't matter no more. If what you've done, it's about what can you do for me now.
Give me your favorite play you were involved in LSU football.
LSU football favorite play.
Your favorite one.
My favorite one.
Because mine, I'm not even like it's 05 versus Florida. Like I said, Urban Meyer, I believe his first year there. I want to say they came in maybe even as a favorite in that game. It was a CBS day game. It was hotter than hot, obviously, and Benny kind of closed the door on that game.
Yeah, I would say that was my first touchdown. So
Was it really?
That was huge.
Okay.
That was really huge for the game. I thought that was huge.
Did you get a 15-yard penalty on that?
I did. I got in trouble. I got cussed out on Monday. Coach Miles got me. You remember that meeting?
Benny,
yeah, Benny. Next time I see you do this again, next time I see you again on the sideline, you're gonna be on the sideline with me next time you do that. Act like you've been there. Then I was like, I haven't. Then Jimbo said, well, he's right. You haven't been there before.
Yeah. But your celebration, yours was like the most genuinely like positive,
Excited
like
celebration.
celebrating.
It wasn't look at me.
It wasn't
No.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
It was just like, I'm excited. Let me celebrate. Let me cook.
We gotta celebrate together.
Don't worry, listeners. We'll find that clip at some point. We'll play that Florida touchdown. Benny, man, you're the man. This has been a lot of fun.
No problem.
Like I said, and I mean this, like open door policy whenever you want to come in. If track has something going on, football, like it doesn't matter. If you just want to come hang out, you got an open door policy.
I appreciate that. But let's not forget, the standard of LSU is championships.
That's right.
We had some of the greatest individual athletes come through LSU before. One of the best ones ever. I mean, hey, Shaq, right? Shaq was good.
Yep, pretty good.
Shout out to Uncle Mallet, Sharif, my little nephew.
Yep.
Shaq was one of the greatest to come through LSU, but he didn't win.
Right.
I still love him though.
Yeah.
It's about championships.
It is.
Look at this, y'all.
Oh, let's go back. We got the clip. Let's go back. It's so funny that guy. Oh, wait, this is grainy too.
Again, a bad upload.
My gosh, this is not good. Look, I see you face Jones with the block. Benny Brazil down the sideline, 15 yards. That got him 15 yards. That right there got Benny 15 yards.
That's so good. That's
nothing.
That was not 15 yards.
Selfish. I didn't think for myself. I got for the team.
Well, Coach, he's right. He hadn't been there before.
I haven't been there.
One of the many big plays that Benny had. Benny, we appreciate it, brother.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, Chef Michael Johnson with your Munchies questions right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to gcopnet.com. That is the website for Gulf Coast Office Products. They are the leader in Louisiana. So if you have a law firm, if you work at a university, bank, finance, medical services, hospitals, we are talking to you in New Orleans, in Baton Rouge, in Mandeville, in Lafayette, right? So we talk about it all the time. The interactive whiteboard, we cannot wait to watch some plays on, start drawing up some X's and O's. I mean, so many different places I've seen this. I've seen it in my son's classrooms. Like you can see it here. Like there's so many different things that you can use it for. One of the great products they offer over at gcopnet.com.
Yeah, Gulf Coast Office Products is Louisiana's leader in copy and printers. So give them a call today. That is the lifeline of any office, any functional. Like you have to be able to print, copy, scan, whatever it is. Proud partners of LSU, New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, you name it. Give them a call or go see them today, gcopnet.com.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac. Our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
We came up with the idea of auctions in August. Gulf Coast Bank does all the work. We display the item. We prominently feature it in social media, on our website.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. We apologize getting to Munchies a little bit late here, but Chef, we appreciate your time as always. Our guy Benny Brazil came in studio, surprised us. It was awesome. I know you probably see Benny all the time there.
Yeah.
Probably in the cafeteria, certainly serving food and nutrition center. So we had Benny on, our guy. So we apologize for the tardiness, but Benny, he lights up a room. We had to have Benny on
Absolutely.
for like 20 minutes.
Benny's one of my favorites for sure, man. I love Benny to death. I'll take a backseat to Benny any day of the week, man.
All right, Chef, how's it going? How's everything like camp? We know, man, this is a time where it's just like every single time you turn around, you probably feel like you're trying to feed an athlete.
Yeah. Yesterday I asked somebody what day of the week it was twice and what time it was twice because, I've been losing track of days and, at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, I wasn't sure if it was 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. So, yeah, it happens.
Hashtag Munchies. Hunting season is 3 weeks away. What's your favorite wild game to cook, eat?
Oh, that's a good question, man. And honestly, I thought about hunting a deer for the first time like 2 days ago. And I don't know, it's probably going to be deer. I've never hunted an elk before, but I think it could be something larger than a deer. But it's always going to be something that's in the moment fresh, I like to peel the back straps out of a deer and cook them. I like eating rabbit, I just kind of enjoy, the hunt and the kill and reaping the rewards of it. So I don't know that I have a favorite species, although there is something really special about shooting a wild boar and eating it, that not everybody eats wild boar, but I do. And I take a particular fondness for it because not only are you killing a creature and, putting it on the plate, but you're also helping the environment in doing so.
Yeah, a good little backstrap off a wild boar is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
And, And then just to add to that, my favorite would be a mallard duck breast, like a fresh mallard duck breast. Ooh,
yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Very good. Chef, hashtag Munchies here. Putting together my wedding registry. What do you recommend for kitchen utensils, wood and metal, for different things?
Yeah. Man, I think every kitchen has to have a sort of a set of really good wooden, like spoon sets and ladles and such. And, just yesterday I was looking at an olive wood set because it's pretty. The wood is really dense. Olive wood is super tolerant of abuse in the kitchen. There's some other woods, but they're a little bit more precious, and they're good woods to use, but they're kind of controversial as to whether we should be using them or not. And I like bamboo in the kitchen, honestly. So I think one of those two. I think a wine opener is important. Like a proper wine opener. Because when I'm cooking at home, I kind of get passionate about what I'm doing and sharing that moment with my loved ones. So I think that's important. My knives are like an extension of my hands, man, and having the right tool for the right job is important. So a good set of knives is always important. I'm a Wusthof guy. I carry Wusthoffs. There's other more affordable knives out there, but I have a knife for every task. I probably have 100 knives somewhere, shape, or form between the kitchen and the house of different like cheese knives and different tasks and such. I don't know why, but I have a real fondness for a particular type of colander. That in particular, like a sturdy stainless steel. And I found one just the other day, and you guys are going to be like, "What the hell's wrong with Chef?" But it's a very steep sloped sided colander that I think lets the water and the materials flow out easier versus a broader based one that isn't going to sit inside the kitchen sink. And so I just have an appreciation for well thought out things that are quality that do their job well.
Is there something in like a kitchen tool or utensil that is like a frequent gift that people give to somebody, and like when you go to someone's house, they pull it out and you just kind of cringe, like, ugh, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, like a garlic press. It's one of those things I kind of like. It's mince your garlic. It doesn't take 3 seconds. But I do like a lemon reamer, which is kind of weird, because it kind of I don't know. Well, I'm actually not going to go down that road. I hear the voice of T-Bob in my ear, going down this path of what a reamer is, and so I'm just going to halt now. Yeah.
Oh, good idea. Hashtag Munchies. Any good, healthy meal ideas that I can cook at a beach house for 11 people that's not too time-consuming?
I love putting together a fresh salsa or ceviche and letting it sit, because it can. And I like to take, if you have the fish available to you, I think I was just in Grand Isle not too long ago when we caught fresh snapper and put it in the bowl, and the acidity helps. It actually proves itself better to sit it on the table and let it sit because it cooks better that way rather than refrigerated. And you can just throw it together and pull some chips, and people enjoy it for what it is. And if you make a big batch of it, I don't know. I love ceviche and I love salsa. And, you can turn a salsa into a fruity salsa with pineapples and mangoes and such. And I think the kids will eat it that way rather than it just being spicy. But if I'm at the beach, it is almost certain I'm going to have one of those two things.
Chef, there's some like health safety controversy on nonstick pans. Do you use like traditional store-bought nonstick pans, or do you kind of just season up a cast iron? Or how do you work with a nonstick?
I do not use nonstick, specifically Teflon coated. So the controversy behind Teflon is that it doesn't have a half-life. It is a forever chemical. And if you ingest that, if it starts flaking and gets into your food, it can, it will stay in your body for your life. And there is proven, like, there is a particular chemical company out there that produced this material that has been sued time and time again for like the past 30 years and lost, and that are still paying out because where they started producing Teflon was soaking into the ground and started making the township sick and the cattle sick. And so it's not a matter of whether it is an absolute. And so, the idea is if it's intact in the pan, it's nonstick, but if it's not and it's flecking away, it is a carcinogen. And we just don't mess with it. I prefer to get a pan. I like stainless and I like copper and I like cast iron. Outside of those three, like if you hear somebody say there's this new science behind nonstick, food has been around for a long time. Metallurgy's been around for a long time. I trust what I understand and I know.
So when you're making like a fried egg on a stainless or a copper, you just have to use plenty of oil. Is that how we?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. Proper heat, the proper amount of heat and the proper amount of oil. And like if you, I think that those nonstick pans are meant for absorbing lesser talented cooks in the kitchen.
Dummy proof.
You know.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And so I prefer to, I'm a man of education. I like to teach people versus, kind of simplify it or dumb myself down to the least common denominator. I would prefer grow people. And so I'm going to teach you how to cook in the right pan.
There he is, Chef Michael Johnson. Good enough to join us every single Thursday to answer your munchy questions. LSU Executive Chef. We always appreciate the time, sir. Look forward to our next conversation. It's almost over, Chef. Camp's almost over.
Likewise.
We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're going to be here in season, and we can get back to a normal schedule, so we always appreciate it.
Awesome. If you guys make it over here, man, say hi.
Absolutely. Will do. You
Take
cooking?
care, guys.
What if we're hungry?
You cooking?
Yeah, that's an invite.
Okay, all right. All right, I'll tell Miss Delphine at the front. All right, let's take a break. But before we do, I want to remind you about our friends over at Central Plumbing. Go to the website, centralplumbing.org. Remember, it's not only in emergencies. If you're looking to remodel, they can come in. They can do that at your home, at your business. It's not only in Central. It's in the greater Baton Rouge area. So give them a call today to set everything up. Or if you have that emergency 24/7, 365 weekend, holiday, game day, 225-925-8552. We wrap it up today answering your questions. Ask the Bench to close out this Thursday OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com, G-E-A-U-X, Tommies with a Y.com. You'll clearly see the difference when you go to the website. You can check out a full gallery of work. You can check out testimonials of past clients. Each different section, windows, doors, and siding. They each have their own tab, and you can go kind of see what they can do for you. They also, offer a couple of other different services. We always kind of talk about some of the gutter work they can do as well. So 225-250-8808 and always online at GoTommies.com.
Yeah, over at Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding, all they do is win awards. You know why? Because they're the best. Whether you go back 2016, 17, 18, all the way to 2025, they have been the best windows, doors, and siding. Go see their gallery of work. Go see their customer testimonials. Lifetime warranty on all of their windows that they install. That means they're good for life. Go see them. GoTommies.com.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always. No paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
We came up with the idea of auctions in August. Gulf Coast Bank does all the work. We display the item. We prominently feature it in social media.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
Ready for action, nip it in the bud. We never relaxing. Outcast is everlasting. Not clashing, not at all. But see, my went to do a little acting. Now that's for anyone asking. Give me one to pass them. Drip, drip, drop. There goes an orgasm. Now you coming out the side of your face. We tapping right.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Matt, you going to the coaches meeting tonight?
The what?
Coaches meeting over at Elite Training Academy, EliteTrainingAcademyBR.com. Elite All-Star Tackle Football sign-ups until August the 22nd. We're talking flag football, though. You going to the coaches meeting tonight? It's mandatory.
What are you talking about that? Tackle football? No, I can't.
It's literally mandatory.
Who said?
Me.
I don't even know. I'm a coach. I didn't even know there was a meeting.
Are you not the head coach on the paper?
I am.
Oh, you should definitely know there is a meeting.
Yikes.
How? How am I supposed to know that?
Everybody else knows. I'll see you there.
Great comment earlier. We were talking about redshirting with Benny.
Yeah.
They said, yeah, Jacob, you redshirted in high school. That's just called being held back.
And you know what? That's not truth. I got redshirted in 5th grade. Turns out they don't know what they're talking about. Joke's on you. Was I 19 when I got here? Maybe.
Maybe.
Did I redshirt? Did not.
Told you in 7th grade, I'm sitting there halfway through the school year. Guy walks in from Shreveport Evangel, transferred to our middle school. Had a mustache.
You're driving.
Became really good friends with him, too.
Ask the bench. Can we get an intern handheld dry erase board?
Like
interim.
just have an intern
I just
hold it?
No, I thought that's what he said at first. The way I said it, because it kind of skipped past me. That's actually funnier. If we just have an intern that holds the whiteboard. No,
that actually
an interim held.
Yep.
Dry erase boards. I go back down. I actually like the intern idea better.
Yeah.
Hey, could you bring that in, please? Thank you.
That would be hilarious.
But the core things, we are a radio show still. We are on YouTube, obviously.
Smash the like.
Smash it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Down below.
Down below. Woo.
Off the bench.
It's a good dismount there.
Perfect. Landed.
Stuck it.
Tailgating season's here. You know what makes a perfect tailgate?
I do.
What?
Dos Equis.
How many? Well,
all of them.
Whoa. Actually,
all of
go
them?
for Dos. I don't want to ask him that question. Go for Dos. You imagine, you're here, you're getting excited for the home opener against Louisiana Tech, and you're watching some ball games before then. Got your feet up. You got the TV going, the tent right above you. You open up the ice chest and you see a couple of ice cold Dos Equis. And it is always a great time, but the perfect time is tailgating season.
They got that cold Mexican lager. They have the Amber Especial. They got some special ones too. They got like the chelada, lime, and salt. It's all delicious. It's all the best. So if you're going to enjoy a couple of beers this weekend, make sure it's a Dos Equis. Drink responsibly.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotion